red corner.
All righty, Slim, we are live. Just Slim and Devo tonight. Bones, Slim, we were talking before the show. I mean, Bones and these PTO plan, man. What's going on with this guy?
Yo, we knew that once he won the Mummers and he was going to have his little parade of
Yeah.
championing himself. You know, he's campaigning and champagning, as they call it. And
Is
that
he big
includes
timing us?
he's a little bit. No, dude, we knew that when we went down New Year's or when we went down for the week after New Year's, you know, when they did the celebration out front. That was, yeah, we saw. And if you guys haven't seen it, man, you guys have to come out and check and see the equipment and everything that the downtowners are on, because they are not messing around. Not messing around.
Nice little plug for the downtowners there. And obviously, we're kidding here. Today is Father's Day, and Bones is a quadruple father. So shout out to Bones and shout out to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day, Slim. Happy Father's Day to your father.
Yep.
Happy Father's Day to my father. We hope Bones is enjoying that golf outing that he did today. I think it's like the 12th straight year. So that aside, he is leading the team in vacation days though. So we are marking all this.
Yeah. And I got to double check with HR because I don't think I've used the day, but I got to double check. I'm not sure.
We were talking earlier. I marked you for only one excused absence. I think you have perfect attendance day.
When was it? When did I miss? When
I think it was like wedding related. I want to say wedding related. That's how long we've been doing this.
Yeah, it's been a minute. A minute.
So, chat, we already see you. We'll get to you guys. So, yeah, these are the marathons, right? These are the marathon episodes. We're going to be doing a live watch along all night, Sunday night baseball, rubber match, Phillies, Mets. We love these games, right? Because the Mets are always bringing out the worst and the best of us. We got the chats usually popping. We got giveaways popping. We got this giveaway here, a fire Phillies 47 brand hat. Very nice vintage. I like the cream. You're rocking the cream right now, aren't you? Is that white or cream?
Yeah, so it is a cream. And I got this at the Phil Stadium. It was one of the giveaways at one of the events I went to. And it has kind of like the fuzzy P.
It's nice.
If you saw the ones you're going to be wearing for our All-Star weekend, there's two hats. One's all red, and it says like Phillies here. And that looks pretty decent. And then there's another one that's red with a green P and something green on the side that's like Fanatic inspired. Mm-hmm. So this is the same kind of like that fuzzy rug feeling.
I was actually going to ask you about that Fanatic hat. So we'll talk more about that. But yeah, so Red Riders, everyone in the chat, this will be our giveaway today. One of a few.
Yeah, you can't beat that. That's a sick giveaway.
So Slim will be announcing the winner. Just keep that chat activity. The best question, the best chat activity in general will win this hat. We'll ship it right out to you. Don't worry. Slim, we'll get to your shout outs, but just quickly wanted to say, I mean, coming off probably the most exciting, probably the game of the year, right? I know we had that big comeback game versus the Pirates earlier in the year. I think that was in May. It was like a 6-run comeback. That was a signature win. That was a signature game. This is probably the game of the year, right? We had Kyle Schwarber, 3 homers, 2 homers in 1 inning. Bryce Harper, the first cycle of his career, right? I mean, Bryce Harper, honestly, if you were to ask me if he ever had a cycle, I would have said yes, just because I feel like he's done everything. So it was cool that he had his first cycle. Just wanted to throw that at you.
Yeah, so literally history is being made, right? You had the cycle, you had the 3 runs with Schwarber. And say what you will, a lot of people didn't want to extend Schwarber. They're saying, oh, he's going to fall off. Right. He's worth the price of admission every single time you go in. Any day you walk in, it's very likely if he gets a hit over 33% of the time, it's going to be a home run, right? He has so many multiple home run games. Last year, he had the 4-homer game.
Yep.
This year, he already has a 3-run home run game, and it's awesome because it like stockpiles his lead for when he's a league leader in home runs, you know, and he gets them in bunches. So even if he goes a week, a little bit here and there, you know, it bounces back. And then Harper's the same. Harper is really the same. And what's different about Harper is, and people not saying he's elite, He bats under 200 for like a 3-week span, and he's not elite. He's not elite. He's not elite. He's not elite. It's like, give me
so annoying.
And it's like, dude, I've seen people bat under 100 for like months, and they were still good players. You know, maybe not that bad, but still, you get the point.
That's extreme. I get the point.
But you get the point. And what Harper's makeup at this point, besides being obviously a feared hitter, we see the protection issue sometimes, but he's clutch. Right. That's like the main thing. He's clutch. So, yeah, I think Harper, obviously, with that, the voices were getting loud again. He has a huge game. And of course, in grand fashion, he leaves them just a little bit of salt for their shoulders, right? Due to the way he got the triple, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone's fired up about this today. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like he's that kid who's rounding third, who's not listening to the third base coach tell him to stop, right? Like Harper was just running no matter what. And I'm not even we're not going to spend too much time on that, right? Like it was a triple. I know technicality. If they would have thrown to third, he would have been dead to rights, right?
Right.
But we were up 10 runs. He thought triple from the rip. He knew what he was doing. So let's not throw too much shade his way on that. But I want to go back to what you were saying quickly before we get to your Slim shout-outs. And by the way, a great opportunity. I see a lot of new names in the chat. I see a lot of people watching right now in general. So these are a fun watch along, right? Don't expect any detailed breakdowns. We're just hanging, watching ball. We'd love to interact with the chat. We'd throw some questions our way. Just interact and have some fun. And do us a favor. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. That helps a lot, right? That helps us battle the evil YouTube algorithm. Slim, you mentioned Kyle Schwarber. And the way you said basically every night he's worth the price of admission. And a light bulb went off in my head when you said that. My mind went to Jim Thome, Ryan Howard, Kyle Schwarber. Because those three guys, exactly what you said, regardless of the Phillies' record in a given year, regardless of that, those three guys can make you can go home, walk in that ballpark, and get a dinger every night.
Yeah, and it's the classic. We don't have it anymore. They got to get this back. This feeling of nostalgia. When back in the day when we would go, you punched the All-Star ballot, right? Because that's out now. We've seen the All-Star ballots, and Bryce Harper is kind of low. I saw him on third. I think he's third for first baseman, and it wouldn't be that way if they could somehow get in-house voting again, right? We had the paper ballots that we would punch, and you would do it. They got to get that back in the park. They got to somehow make like that. They can do all the electronic stuff and still have those paper ballots, right? And make it fun. Even let's say they don't even use them. Just tell us you're using them. You know what I'm saying? And to really do that, I think it would make a guy like Harper go from third to literally first place, right?
So you're calling for those old school punch a hole ballots.
Yeah, I want to punch a hole ballots because it's fun, right? It's super duper fun for the kids to punch the ballots. I always love doing it. It makes you touch down big time in Michael Slim Trout.
Yes, sir. JR in the chat.
Yes, sir. Yo, Michael Trout.
Is there a way you could bring your head up a little bit so you're not covered every time we put a comment up? Good. There you go, baby. Beautiful. Good. Beautiful. Good. All right, so there we go. Happy Father's Day, assholes. Yo, you got to put $1 in the dollar jar there.
The Doherty's an Irishman.
And then here we go. What's this? Can't you get a peacock? You have a Go Puff or something? Oh, is there like a deal on that? I'm guessing.
Can't you get a peacock?
And happy Father's Day to all the Red Riders. Shout out to you, JR. Love to see it, brother.
I am unsure.
So Slim, let's get to those shout outs, baby.
Yeah, let's go straight to the shout outs. Slim shout outs brought to you by Warminster Dental Associates and D-Town Dental. They are smiles ahead of the competition. And my first shout out, everybody's been mesmerized, paying attention to the World Cup. So my first shout out is actually a pioneer of soccer to me, is Pele and Brazil. On this day back in 1970, they won their third World Cup. Pele won 3 World Cups. 58, he won it as a 17-year-old. 62, he won it. He was a little hobbled. And 70, he was basically at his apex. And yeah, today's the anniversary when Pele at his apex won the World Cup. My second shout out's going to one of my favorite modern singers, Brandon Flowers of the Killers. Brandon Flowers turns 45 today. Classic albums, everyone who's our age, Mr. Brightside, When You Were Young, all the songs. He's still pumping.
Yeah.
They're still a killer. The Killers are still a killer concert to go to. So shout out to Brandon Flowers. And what I like about Brandon Flowers, believe it or not, is he takes being a vocalist very seriously, right? He trains so that he can sound good when he's performing, right? He's old school in a way like Frank Sinatra got vocal training. Okay. So to me, Brandon Flowers is one of the apex rock and rollers of our day and age. Happy birthday to him. And last but not least, we said this at the top of the show. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Today belongs to you. Happy Father's Day. Too often you guys go unheralded.
100%. Yeah. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And thank you to Warminster Dental Associates and D-Town Dental. Slim says it every week, and I'm going to say it again. They are smiles ahead of the competition. They are a premier sponsor of the Red Corner. They help us put on, like you guys saw that we were in that live in studio last week, right? We did our first live in studio watch along. Sponsors like Warminster Dental Associates and D-Town Dental help us do that. So shout out to them. They're phenomenal. They are phenomenal.
Yep.
You should use them if you're in the Philly area. You really should. Slim, I'm going to ask you about Brandon Flowers. Let's talk a little music before the game starts. So
yeah, go ahead.
You're obviously way more dialed into the music game than I am. Is he still, are the Killers and him still not together? What's the deal there?
So that's a good call. I think that they're together. I don't know for sure.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if they're still together.
I
think next time they put out an album, it will be a Killers album, and I think their last one was.
Right.
I know years ago he had a solo record, but no, I think the brand is with the Killers, and I know people seen them touring as recent as maybe 2 years ago, maybe even a little bit more recent, to be frank. So yeah, no, I don't think they're. I'm not sure.
I saw the Killers probably 10 years ago in Camden. They were phenomenal. Yeah, so
yeah,
that's
phenomenal.
my Killers contribution.
Seen them in Camden, seen them in Atlantic City, seen them at Wells Fargo, but I haven't seen them in about 10 years either. But yeah, and now when I talk to guys our age, because he's 45.
Yeah.
Me and you were 35, right? We're the meat of the 90s millennial people.
Yep.
And when my friends go, they said it was kind of like a born again experience, because his music kind of follows him being a young rebel to father. So he's very heavy on the themes and such like that, especially on a day like today.
Well, dude, I mean, the Killers, they're a mainstay, right? Every dance, every wedding, you got Mr. Brightside, you got When We Were Young, like all those, they're just classic songs. And they're probably, obviously, music is always subjective, but they're inarguably a top. Are they alt rock? What would you consider them, Slim?
So I would call them rock, just pop rock.
Pop rock?
Yeah. So when they first come on, right, they're a little indie, right? Because nobody knows who they are. They got that first thing. It's like, oh, this is like an indie band. I know some people say indie music means the record label. It's an independent record label.
Okay.
But there's a certain, just like there's a classic rock sound, there's an indie rock sound, which is basically, I would say, a nephew of the classic rock sound. And the Killers, like the Foo Fighters, like Nirvana, they basically just become classic rock canon to me. And they steal a little bit from a few different genres, right? They steal a little bit from Bruce Springsteen and the folk genre. They steal a little bit from the glam genre, right? The David Bowie type stuff.
Right. Good call there.
So yeah, there's a lot, but they do it well. And he performs live. He keeps pumping them out. So they do it with a real artistry, not just a rock and roll in your face street.
So we got a couple people in the chat asking about Bones. So we mentioned this at the top of the show. So Bones is, and the people love Bones. So he's on PTO right now. He's got paid time off, and guys, it's Father's Day. We gave him the day off. He had a jam-packed day. right? So Bones had a jam-packed day, and we just wanted him to enjoy Father's Day with his family. So that's
Yep.
as simple as that.
Yeah, he works nonstop around the clock. The man has 4 children at home. Today's his day. Me and Devo were the what they call dinks. You know what a dink is?
Yes, I do.
D-I-N-K.
Dink is dual income, no kids, brother.
Mm-hmm.
So what did I want to say? Oh, what I was getting at is in the chat, James is calling me out, and Slim, you're going to be the tiebreaker. Mr.
Okay.
Brightside is not a wedding song. Is that true?
So, James, let's be honest. Mr. Brightside is a wedding song.
Yeah.
It has been a closing wedding song for about the last 4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
if not longer. It's so popular now that it's cliche, and they're saying don't do it. All right. So it's gotten to that point. It's gotten to the point where I know people, they crush their weddings, they did it, they finish it on those songs, and they keep going out partying. I told my DJ not to play it because it was already getting played out. And when Mr. Brightside and the Killers are probably one of my favorite bands, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you make the final call there. You make the final call there.
Yeah. So we're not saying, when we say wedding song, Jim, we're not talking about the first dance.
Right. Not the first dance. And so the Phillies will be coming on in a couple of minutes here. Chat, keep this heat coming. We appreciate it. And obviously, we have Zach Wheeler versus David Peterson on the mound, lefty. Big guy, but not a hard thrower. Obviously, he's going to be doing the sinker ball, ground ball stuff. Not having a good year, right? David Peterson, who's coming off 2 pretty solid years, this year has been not great for him. So let's hope the Phillies can get after him.
Yeah, and on the top of this, let's check this out, because I was checking and the game's about to start in 2 minutes. So I got 3 plays in tonight, all for the Phillies, right? It's what they call a ladder, I believe. Some of you guys can check me on this because I usually don't mess around with the parlays, but I'm feeling the Phillies tonight on Father's Day. It's a little treat. I have Zach Wheeler to get 9 strikeouts. That was plus 312. All right. I also got Alec Boehm to get 2 hits at plus 198. And I got Bryce Harper to get 2 hits at plus like 200 something. I got all of them singles, so all straight. And then I combined them all for a 3-leg parlay. If that parlay hits, it pays out 300 to 1.
Juicy.
So,
That's
yeah,
juicy.
we'll go from there.
Love it. And we have someone in the chat pointing out here that John Kruk doing play-by-play on NBC. Yeah, love to see it. I'm looking. Unfortunately, we can't hear the commentary when we're doing live watch-alongs, but it's always nice to see Johnny in there.
He's wearing the suit, too. You guys notice that when he does those games, he has to wear the suits?
Yeah, he's not happy about that. I always think about like the kid at communion who's begrudgingly has his hair combed and with the suit on. Like, that's how he reminds me. Yeah, there he goes. Johnny Kruk, baby. He looks dapper. He looks very dapper.
This is a big game.
Yeah, no, this is a big game. So, Slim, let's kind of continue the conversation from Twitter, right?
Okay.
Obviously, the big conversation point on my Twitter, on the Red Corners Twitter, on your Twitter, Slim, has been the push and pull of, did the Phillies go all in this year and no one in the farm is untouchable, versus we got the classic prospect hoarders out there, the people that are like, well, hold on here, we got a plan for the future.
Right.
So I want to hear your kind of full stance on that.
So my full stance on it is everyone's always available. And you do see that people say that a lot. And I don't like saying it like that. They're saying, oh, always trade the prospects, always trade the prospects, always trade the prospects. I don't totally agree with that, right? Due to guys like Painter and Miller, where we're thinking long view with these two. But when you're the number 2, number 3, number 4 guy, like a Gage Wood, and you're very close to being in the pros, I'm willing. I'm willing to
Right.
trade. I'm always willing to trade at least one top 5 guy for a major piece. Now, I think what the Phils can do is if they add Justin Crawford and Wood, I think they're 2 very intriguing pieces that can probably bring back a
Wait,
lot.
say that again. Say
Yes.
that part.
Justin Crawford and Wood would be the 2 pieces, right?
As a trade. I thought you said if we add them.
No, so if we're using Justin Crawford and Wood in negotiations, I think that's a lot. I think that's a decent amount. And then if we go for a third, we added one of our right-handed pitchers, Cabrera, McFarland, or a second baseman. So I don't want to trade the second baseman, Arun Escobar, because we got rid of Caba already. And we can kind of keep Miller and Escobar, and that'd be kind of cool. But if we got it, we can add another middle infielder type, you know?
Yeah, and the biggest thing is, like, I like the way you put that, right? Like, you basically said everyone's always on the table, and I know you're being a little bit like, it always depends, right? No one likes to hear that, but it always depends. And the reality is, like a guy like Aiden Miller, right? So when we say that no one is untouchable, we're not saying we would trade Aiden Miller for a rental reliever. We're saying that if there's a package where Aiden Miller was included, and obviously I think he's probably off the table for the back injury and all that, but just kind of bear with me here. If there was a package where the Phillies were going to include Aiden Miller, that would mean they're going to get something pretty juicy back and controllable back, right?
Right.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, given that would help us maximize the window, of the guy that hit the cycle and a guy that hit 3 homers last night, right? Like, everyone's always worried about the next 5 years, but I'm still excited about the World Series from 2008. So I want to get another one of them.
Yeah. So, and even I was reluctant to say Miller or Painter included in a deal.
Yeah.
Slim, your hat made by your cousin's hat company. Not this one. This one I got from the Phillies. My cousin's hat company, Winning, WINY, is the name of the company. He's on Twitter. He's on Twitter. Check him out. I'll add it. I'll shout him out in the comments on YouTube later on once we get off.
See, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do Aiden Miller for Chapman, right? That wouldn't fit the profile for me. I like Chapman though.
To your point, Devo, if we're willing to have, because I think it would have to still be Miller or Painter with a complement. So if you're talking Miller plus Wood, Painter plus Wood, Crawford, Miller plus Wood, now anyone can be on the table, right? Then I think those conversations for Buxton, for Trout, for Marte can actually get legit. We already know that Arizona wants that they've been interested in Painter before. Maybe we can repackage that again. Do we got to sell more now than before? Yeah, we absolutely do. But then there's also other names around the league. So I know a lot of people, and I know there's a lot of lip service. I don't want to leave. You got to convince these guys. But if a package is good enough, right? If it's including an organization's 2 or 3 top 5 guys,
right?
Then they're going to go and say, "Hey, we can hook you up. You can go to this place as well. It's a great organization, state of the art stuff, state of the art fans, competition, sold out arenas, loud bumping, yada yada yada." Or you can stay in a place like Los Angeles, Anaheim, or you can stay in a place like Minnesota or Arizona's been competitive, so I'll be a little less
a little charitable there,
harsh on them, yeah, but still.
I hear what you're saying, but just from a pure negotiating standpoint, a guy like, Painter or Miller right now, you're selling low as hell, right? You don't have a lot of leverage. Painter's coming off of 2 really rough years, right? Obviously, this year's not complete. And then you're negotiating Miller, who's our highest ranked prospect, but he's a guy that has a mysterious back injury, right? And they're going to be, if they're actually trading for him, there'd be tons of contingencies and they'd be beating the crap out of you over that. So I tend to think I like where you're at with Crawford, right? Because Crawford has the cachet of he's been a starting center fielder for half of his season in the MLB for a winning team, right? In a major city. So he's done that. So he's got a little bit of, okay, he's got upside. And then I also, I like the Nori Escobars of the world potentially.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's interesting, and when people say that our farm system stinks, that's not true, right? The last 2 years, the team has
It's
now has
middle of the road. It's middle of the road.
it's thinner now, but we still first off, baseline, we understand that we're a team that likes to sign and trade for players and
Right.
then give them their money. All right, that's fine. You can build a team like that. We've
That's the
done it.
point. That's the point. Right there is
Right.
the point. The $1 million point that people are completely ignoring. If you are a big market team that spends, it never matters as much. It's simple as that. Look at the Dodgers, the
Right.
Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani. Keep going. The list goes on. Half of
Yeah.
those guys were signings or trades.
And it goes on and on and on. And we still got better at developing players, right? We were still able to trade Tai for Duran. We were still able to get something for Bader. We were still able to trade Starling Caba for Luzardo, who we end up extending.
Right.
You know? So like that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, that trade is that's a real win. That one's a real win for sure.
Even if we didn't resign him and he left, even if he was like a 2-year, 1-year rental type, it would have been worth it.
Yeah, because also when the age of the
We
prospect
got 1K, baby. 1K. 1K. That's 1K.
Imagine the Phillies get Buxton. That would be phenomenal.
So Buxton, here's the thing, but and here's where people were jumping down my throat and stuff with Buxton. It might not be Buxton, all right? I understand Buxton is a dead horse a little bit. He keeps coming. I think he even dropped an F-bomb when talking about it. He's coming out saying he loves Minnesota, but at some point, just like with Trout, you want to win. You want to maybe try something different. You might want to be part of, and I hate to say it, a better, more money organization because the stuff's better. You know, the equipment's better. The field might be better. The everything. I think after the Dodgers, it goes the Philadelphia Phillies.
So
amenities for your family.
He's saying there's no way Buxton's coming here. It seems like he just wants to retire a Twin, man. It does unfortunately feel that way.
Yo, he's only 27.
Nah, he's older than 27.
Is he?
Yeah.
Another reason he's not coming in is he's having a career year, right? He's leading the AL in homers right now.
He's a beast.
He's having a career year. He's having a nice little career stretch right now. So he's not coming here. Trout's not coming here. Who are the guys? Because if you look around, you can't tell me, was that a strikeout again?
Wheeler looks locked in here.
You can't tell me. We're looking at Racoñez.
That a boy.
Reyes. Because Reyes, people are calling for Reyes again. He's crushing in the minors. And Racoñez worked for like a day, right? So what are we feeling about Racoñez? And are we going to see Reyes? Are we ever going to see Kemp again? These are the guys. These are the answers so far for that right field spot. They all can't hit lefties. What's the move? The one guy I like, and we're lucky he's back on the market, is Tyler Ward, right? He's a guy we liked last year. I would love for the Phillies to acquire him. And maybe he's someone we can get because he's on a 1-year deal.
Right. He's a rental. And so his claim to fame this year is he's been getting on base at an extremely high level, right? His OBP is phenomenal. His righty-lefty splits aren't great, but he's got the power. We saw what he did last year. He's got pop. So hopefully we get if we do trade for him, do we get that second half burst of power, right? Does he continue the OBP stretch? Yeah, I mean, and to answer your question, I personally think that the Rinconez, Derek Hill experience is just a bridge to whoever we get at the deadline. Like, there's no way, right? Like, Dombrowski knows that Rinconez and Derek Hill cannot be part of the equation in
Yeah,
October.
no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Hill's fast as hell though, man. Isn't he?
He is fast.
You always cheer for these fast guys.
Maybe we get a big Derek Hill night tonight.
My God, there's our
Soto.
There's our boy Stott.
He might be. Sounds like you're ahead of me.
Soto, man.
Attaboy. Dude, how about that play by Stott last night?
Yeah, that was an incredible play.
2 runs.
That was big. They were scoring early. We matched. They were going back again. That was a big stop. The defense up. They say our defense up the middle's a weakness. You hear it all the time with Sanchez. I brought it up for sure. But Stott's good, man. And I seen some of the advanced stats don't have him as high up as some other guys, which I find crazy. He's batting 9th tonight, though, Stott.
Yeah. What about going back to what you were saying earlier? And as you're talking, I was looking something up. Any interest in the Christian Walker experience?
So the Christian Walker experience, I would have to look up his deal right now, but to me, that's just Walmart shopping, right?
Really? Damn.
Yeah, I hate to say it like that. It's Walmart shopping for me because he was peaking when he played us 2-3 years ago. He's not that guy anymore. I don't.
He's having a solid year. I'm looking at it as we're talking. He's having a solid year. Obviously, that would require a little bit of maneuvering of the team. Harper.
Which Dombrowski came out, they basically said not happening, not at this point. He kind of poo-poo it. Did you see those comments?
Which ones? I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat.
So they asked, they previously Dombrowski was asked, and he said, and Harper has been asked, right? If we bring in a guy that can hit, would we move Harper to the outfield? Dombrowski was asked that this week, and he poo-pooed it, saying,
I did see that.
He was like, not right now. Not right now. No, I don't think so. Right? He said it just like that. And that's my Dombrowski.
Yes.
Dombrowski dresses sharp. That blue outfits and stuff he rolls out in, dude. I think he's the man. I think Dombrowski's the man.
I like Dombrowski.
All right, so we got Wheeler with 2 Ks.
Yeah, so JR, you asked in the chat, give a name, and you can't say Trout, Buxton, or Ward. So JR, it's so tough, right? I mean, obviously, I've said this. I've said this for dating back to last year. I like Suzuki, right, from the Cubs, right? But obviously, the Cubs are neck and neck with us right now, right? So we don't know how the market's going to shake out. If I can add a layer of the Cubs will be a seller at the deadline, then yeah, I want Suzuki. I think he's a great fit.
And that's the point with it, everything's playing out. This is probably we're all thinking it was going to be, let's get it out ahead of the action. Let's make the first move while everyone else is chilling.
Right.
It's not looking like that now, right? It's looking like the entire league is going to be waiting. And then whoever is deciding they're going to be playing these games come July, it's going to be not as much team as usual. So the prices might be higher.
I got a wonky name. What about Mickey Moniak?
Bring him back?
We brought back Mickey Moniak. Who'd you rather have, Mickey Moniak or Rinconez?
Moniak for sure.
Yeah. That would be interesting.
Yeah, if you can get them cheap too. I mean, I'm down to bring them back. That would be interesting. I don't think they would go for it.
You like that? JR saying Moniak in the chat. I guess he likes that.
Aren't you afraid he will crumble coming back here? Little Alec Bohm situation where we're going to wait 3-4 years for this guy to build it up again?
Short answer is yes. I would say that I almost view him as Harrison Bader-ish, right? Whereas it's like we went into him like, hey, this is house money, right? When we got the best out of Harrison Bader, right? Like, if we could get Mickey Moniak, and he has a really nice second half of the year, great. But I also don't want that to be the only move where all of our cards are bet on that, if that makes sense. But yeah, Mickey Moniak's a name that intrigues me. All right, we got Kyle Schwarber up, man on first base.
Turner's doing his job, getting on. Let's have a big inning. Let's just keep the runs coming.
I got a question for the chat here.
What about, because here's one I was floating around, and it doesn't totally work, but I like it. I don't, and I've been inspired with, because it seems like the Giants are for sure trying to trade Arise, Chapman, and Ray. But I truly do think that Alcantara is better than Ray. I'd rather have Alcantara than Ray. I know Alcantara is probably like $15 to $18 million. And here's the other name: Stowers, right?
Yeah.
Can we get Kyle Stowers and Alcantara in
Marlins
in a package deal, and he can then our outfield.
I like that.
Our outfield could then look something along the lines with Marsh, Stowers. Man, who else would we have out there?
Sorry, I was looking this at bat. I mean, obviously Crawford would still be there.
Crawford would still be there, but he might have to be included in the package going out.
Dude,
I like having Marsh and Stowers out there.
I think the Crawford trade aspect is very much unlikely. I really do.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, the only reason I don't like moving him is because he plays center field. And if he gets that down, like, how many teams are looking for center fielders? A lot. So, he's always going to have value that's higher than probably his offensive production and stuff looks like due to the position scarcity.
And dude, make no mistake, this is a business. And if the Phillies get an absolute no-brainer deal and Crawford's name is on the table, they're going to do it. But they've invested a lot into him, right? Like, it's been a process. He's been, a center fielder for us this year. I really do think it's a guy that they would love to see develop and take the next level.
Right. All right, we got Harper coming up with no outs, men on. I need Harper to get 2 hits tonight.
Harper with the Thor's axe bat. You see all this stuff?
No.
He used an old ass, big ass bat.
Oh, right. I saw that. I did.
So he used it for batting practice, and he was hitting moon shots, dude. The reporters were reporting on it in batting practice, and he usually does not do batting practice outside, right? He does it in the cage. So he went out there. Obviously, he was in a little bit of a funk. He was just trying things different, and he was hitting bombs, dude. He was hitting like triple deck homers. And then obviously he had a monster game. He had for the cycle with this heavy ass bat. It's like 35 plus ounces.
All right, here comes.
Thoughts on drone operators for the game? I got to be honest. I don't know if I have too many thoughts. Can you elaborate a little bit on that, James? What do you mean, brother? Just like the overhead shots, like for the media packages, James? Is that what you're talking about? I mean, I'm pro drone.
Survival of the fittest, man.
Looks like Peterson's obviously having some command issues here.
And they've all have great numbers versus Peterson. They're all Peterson's Faja. On Father's Day, they're all Peterson's Faja.
I haven't heard Faja in a while. Dude, Austin Powers. Was that born
What was the point of the movie?
Was that born in an SNL skit?
No, it wasn't an SNL skit. It was born in the classic parody fashion of Mike Myers wanting to make fun of James Bond, I believe.
There you go. That makes a lot of sense.
Freaking Harper strikes out.
I'm pro drone dude just in general. Well, I'm just I'm trying to give you a good answer. I don't know. Like, are you saying like the drones in the packages? Because I think they're cool.
So it's incredible, and it's a really good thing to get into. You can get certified pretty quick. There's 2-week programs, quick programs in drone flying. We have to look into it because it is going to end up. We're going to end up having, instead of having a person at our events, we'll end up having a small drone with a camera on there just working
Doug,
the whole
stop
time.
listening now.
No, well, that's the next little phase of what's coming, right? Not just for us, but for everyone. Doug, I'm sure, knows about it. I saw, and this to tell you how fast it's all going. Look at the Reading Phillies put on a drone show that looks state of the art.
Oh yeah. Night. Well, Doug, the producer, does drone stuff right now.
Oh, yeah. So you already know.
Yeah.
Come on, Alec Boone.
And I got a question for you, Slim. And Chad, I'd love to hear your opinion on this. So the topic of name brand stuff versus like the most popular, right?
Mm.
So I'm talking like toilet paper, I'm talking like paper towels, are the main two, right? So obviously, when you're a guy, right? And I basically, before I got married, I lived by myself. I've never lived with a woman my entire life. I lived with my mom, right? So I lived with myself for like 10 years. Well, here we go. That'll work. There's a run. Alec Boehm knocks one in. Phillies up.
Hit right on the line too. What a beast. What a beast. And the name brand stuff is right. And you know what's not a name brand? Alec Boehm. Right? Everyone doesn't like Alec Boehm, but he's producing better than Bregman. He's producing better than a lot of these guys who were signed in the offseason to play third base. Bichette, they got very close numbers. And it's been back-to-back years. He gets paid $10 million this year for the last year of his deal. Over under what is he going to make? Over under 11.5 million.
Is he going to make over under 11.5 million next year for a team?
Yep.
I would say I'm not trying to cop out here. The next 3 months really have a big driver on that. So I'm going to say under.
Okay.
I'm going to say under.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
I think
that
11.5 was a little high. I think I should have brought it down just a little bit, maybe at 9.5.
Well, no, dude, honestly, if let's just say he tears the cover off the ball for the next 3 months, right? 2-3 months. If that happens, he could sign a 1-year, $14 million deal with the team. I can see that happening. And there's another one. Let's go. And he's safe, too. Edmundo Sosa. Love to see it, baby.
Would be a great day for just keep racking up these runs. Everybody gets multiple hits, and Wheeler just gets double-digit strikeouts. Wouldn't you love to see the double-digit strikeouts? Because he said it. He's been good. We've all been impressed. But he hasn't had that over-the-top game yet.
No.
So I think we're due. And I think getting the 2 strikeouts in the first inning there is a good sign that the 10-plus Ks is a coming.
So going back to what I was saying. So obviously, back when I was going grocery shopping back in the day, I'd walk into the aisle for paper goods, and the Bounty stuff is like 1.5 times the price of like the Target brand, the Walmart brand, etc. And it always does the job for me. My wife is completely against it. So I wanted to see like where you guys in the chat is. Am I wrong there? Is the Bounty just that much better? The quicker picker upper?
it is a better paper towel. I do think so. Okay. I think it is worth paying for the name brand stuff. They set the standard, the expectation for sure. It hurts to admit though. It hurts to admit. And then there's probably something you could probably cut the corners on, but you don't want to get into the back and forth. So you just gotta. You gotta buy all name brand. Now,
Yeah.
that's different when it comes to clothing, right?
Yeah.
So I would say food shopping is different than clothes shopping when it comes to the brands.
Right. So you're just saying you don't give a shit. You just rock whatever.
Yeah,
Save the money.
No, I don't think so. I think you gotta. I think it's 2 for 2. You got to go with the brands for the food, and you got to go with the brands for the clothing, just so you know you're getting the highest
So you're
quality.
backtracking.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
I'm circling back. I think it has to be brand and brand. I learned that later in life.
So, dude, I look at it from just like a pure utility standpoint. Paper towels are a fortune. And what do I really use a paper towel for? I'm drying my hands if I occasionally have a spill. So, from a utility standpoint, I don't think it's worth the premium. Now, toilet paper, obviously, you're wiping your ass. That's an important thing. So, I can understand someone making that argument.
Yeah, but you've seen the commercials when you're wiping up the spill and then your paper towel's falling apart and you're getting another one and another one.
Yeah, the commercial. That's not real world. They got you where they want you, dude.
Dude, I've seen it. I've seen it happen. I've cleaned up Juicy Huggies, Capri Suns. And I'm telling you, you want the name brand stuff.
I hear you.
What about? So, are you fine rocking the brown paper towel, the one that's the industrial size one that you see on college campuses and stuff like that?
No,
Because
I'm
if
not
you try,
using that. I'm not using that.
right? So there's the ones you're using are one level above that.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
Okay.
Yeah. You're probably right. No, I mean, I just think from a utility standpoint, it's just not worth it. But yeah, that's just me.
Man, and it's funny. Everyone is at the point now where they're saying what the Phillies need, and it's not reporting. I don't know if it was Bob Nightingale or someone saying, "Oh, they're in the market for this." The Phillies need a starting pitcher. The Phillies need a right fielder, a right-handed bat, and hopefully they can hit lefties too. Hopefully they can check all 3 of those boxes in one position player. And they also need the relief pitching, maybe another left-handed relief pitcher. So I just think it's hilarious. You'll see it. We saw it first with the starting pitching, saying they're looking to add starting pitching depth.
That's fair.
And what I don't understand is if you're looking to add starting pitching depth, you're doing it just for the second half of the year for that like 5th hole start because of where Painter's at.
Mm-hmm.
Because anyone who you acquire for depth probably won't be good enough to start in the playoffs.
Probably not, right? Yeah, they're not going to be a top 3 or 4 guy, right? No, you're right.
It's just like, what are we doing?
Take a look at that. Best record in the major league since April 28th, Phillies. Dude, that's why the sky is falling. People they crack me up because it's like, are you even watching what's going on right now? Like, we've been playing good ball.
Yeah, I didn't check FanDuel, DraftKings, or Bet365, but on Kalshi, to win the National League, the Phillies are as low as plus 840 right now. They fell to like plus 1,400, plus 1,600 at times.
That's low.
It is low. It's lower than the other ones for sure. The Brewers lose 2 out of 3, or did they win 1 by 1? I know they won today. They beat up on the Braves today, so we can actually gain another game on the Braves. We'll be 6.5 behind. Does that sound right?
It does sound right because we're down 7 right now.
So we'll be down around 6 or 6.5.
Did you posted this on Facebook?
This? Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Okay. I didn't mean did you post it. I meant have you seen if it was on there? That was
I'll check now. It looks like it says that we're live.
Okay, cool.
So actually, where's the look? All right, so it pops up like Oh, cool. All right, let me make a little thing.
Is it popping up in the way that we wanted to, like we were talking about?
No, it didn't pop up when I'm scrolling down. It popped up live like Twitter. So it's like in the story. In the
Got it.
corner, you got to click on our little story and then you see us.
So JR and James, I know you guys are both pretty locked into like the Philly bar scene. Any good bars that Slim and I should check out to go watch a game? Anything new? Any staples?
These watch alongs are massive, dude. We've been on for 50 minutes.
I know. It's the second inning. This is going to be a beast. And reminder, folks, we're giving away this hat
Got
today.
the sick hat, yeah.
Nice retro. I'm going to do a video here.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to re-share the video.
We are giving away this hat on this stream. Come hang, drop a question, win a hat. Come hang. It's literally watching myself in the background.
Oh, this is pretty cool, though. All right, let's see what happens here, bud.
We are giving this away on this stream. Come hang, baby.
Okay.
Wheeler the
right, let's see if that
Dealer.
works.
Shout out. Shane in the chat.
What's up? Shizzy. We got Wheeler to get 9 or more keys at plus 300 and something. He has 2 so far. He's going back out now, and he just got hit. Just a single. Almost looked like it was going to be a K, though. Almost looked like it was going to be a K.
You're looking pretty good right now, brother. Right? With these Ks.
Yeah, the Ks, yeah. Absolutely. But we're in some trouble here. We don't want him giving up any runs. Like, we want him to keep it nice and easy, stress-free. We don't want him to get in his own head. Nice pitch there. But this is a big opportunity to pick up Ks, right? With men on.
Sure. That was a nasty pitch.
Yeah, that first strike.
Yeah. So there is a new bar at Frankfurt and Girard, the Old Bank, caddy corner to Johnny Brenda's. Looks cool.
I've
heard
been there.
about that. What is that?
I've been there. Me and my wife, we went there a few months ago, probably when it first opened. It's a thrift store, vintage, cowboy, Western theme, has great cocktails. And then the other room is an entire area of the shop. All types of clothes, records, antiques, just like random stuff.
A thrift store, huh?
Yeah. It was cool.
That is cool.
Really good. I'm not sure we got anything to eat, but the experience, the vibe was awesome. We went during the day. Yeah, it's a good little spot in the day. You can sit down for an hour, have a quick one, look around. Oh, where are we at? Good, he caught it. And then you can stroll around the thrift store, maybe grab a couple vintage rock and roll type shirts. I guess it was like country / rock and roll / vintage antiques.
So you're down the shore right now, right?
Yes.
Very nice. It's been a beautiful down there.
Beautiful. It's summer though. You can tell already. It's beyond summer. The traffic, the heat's kicking in. The Barefoot Country concert was this weekend. Post Malone played last night, so it's mobbed. I'm sure people have seen on social media the crowds leaving the boardwalk last night here in North Wildwood and Wildwood. It's crazy.
Did it get wild?
Yeah, and well, it's a 4-day event, so it was Thursday and it's tonight too. So by the time this game finishes, the headliner will be on. I'm not sure who's playing tonight, but and then the places on the boardwalk, people are out till 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I mean the boardwalk.
Okay.
During those concerts, got to be madness.
Absolutely insane. Like,
yeah.
And the beach is packed. And here's the thing: the beach, it's the best. Like the beach is the best. You just have to do it right. And on certain weekends, I didn't get down there this weekend, but maybe on certain weekends you just potentially avoid it. But that doesn't mean you avoid it all the time. It's not always like that. And even so, when it is crowded, people do, for the most part, respect your space and boundaries. I've never had any issues, even on the busiest weekends.
Never been elbow dropped or anything on the beach?
No. Mace never tackled.
Oh, man.
All right, so Wheeler didn't pick up no Ks there. We're going back to the hitters.
But he got out of trouble. I mean,
got out of trouble.
Yeah, man on first and second, no outs at one point, right?
Yeah, he's looking good.
So that's a very good thing there. So, chat, if you have any questions at all, any topics, any Phillies, any summer related, because obviously summer is officially here, right? Summer solstice just happened, right? Am I right there, Slim? You should know this. You're the summer guy.
Yeah, I believe so. I wasn't keeping up with the summer solstice, but I know it's in June. So yeah, we're at that point now. It's actually the other night. It was like 8:45. It's 8:00 now. 7:58. The sun's still not down. You can see over my shoulder. The sun's still up.
What do you got for me, Slim? I know you mentioned before the show you had a couple of topics that you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good question for you. I have a few here. I wanted to start it a little earlier. So just real fast. If you had to give me one quick name, actually, let me do a few here.
Do whatever.
If you had to give me one quick name, who would you say is the best Philly of your lifetime? So you're born in 90. So 90 to 2026.
Yeah.
Who's the best Philly?
And you want me to take that question however I want to take it, or do you put parameters?
No, you can just take it any way you want.
All right, so I want to say the best player I've ever seen on an individual year was Roy Halladay. So I think Roy Halladay is the best Phillies player I've ever seen.
And you would say Roy Halladay because he had the best single season, right? With the perfect game, the no-hitter.
Cy Young.
The Cy Young.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he had that 2-year stretch, again, RIP in the chat, where he was basically unanimously the best pitcher in baseball, right? And the Philly, and honestly, in Philly sports, that's why I always go really hard for Roy when it comes to these arguments, because I can't think of, I guess someone could argue Joel Embiid for a year or so there, but where we literally had the no doubt about it best guy in the sport. And the Phillies had that for 2 years in Roy Halladay.
All right, so I'm going to give you got your pitcher. You got Roy Halladay. Now you can only pick 2 of these guys. You can only pick 2. I'm going to give you a list of guys, all right?
Okay.
Bryce Harper, Chase Utley, Mike Schmidt, Steve Carlton, Jimmy Rollins, and Kyle Schwarber.
I can only pick 2.
Yep. Harper, Utley, Schmidt, Carlton, Rollins, and Schwarber.
I hate to go chalk, but I got to go Schmidt and Carlton.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, Schmidt's the greatest third baseman of all time, which the Phillies, he's the only Phillies player that is the greatest at a single position, right?
All right, I'll make it harder for you. Take out Carlton because he's a pitcher. So
Take out Carlton.
Keep it to the position players.
Then I would go Utley.
Utley over Harper?
Utley over Harper, yeah, at this point.
Okay.
Harper's trending, and I actually almost did a video on that the other day. But Harper's trending. But right now, I'd go Utley.
Okay. Where are we at here? Let's get some more hits. Add some more runs here.
Utley obviously has the World Series. He has the full career here, right? He started from the minor leagues, all that, so homegrown.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Utley's the man, and he was at one point. I don't know if he was ever the best position player in baseball, but he was way up there for second baseman. He was no doubt about it. Best second baseman in baseball for a minute. And I know his WAR was always up there with everyone in baseball. So where people start jumping down my throats, he was never the best player in baseball. Because I can hear he's already, you knuckleheads.
Well, yeah, I mean, the classic really hard position and argument to get Utley in the Hall of Fame is the WAR 7, right? Which is the 7-year stretch of the WAR, basically, trying to measure your prime.
Oh, we got it hit.
Very nice.
No.
And during Utley's that 7-year stretch, the only player in the major leagues that had a higher WAR than Utley was Albert Pujols. So just ridiculous stuff. Here you go, Stoddard. Kid got a fanatic like glued to his head.
Yeah, the costumes are increasing, and there's so much with the people wear like the fanatic, almost like a pirate. Have you seen that?
Yeah, those are ridiculous. All right, so bottom of the second here, Phil's up 2-0. We got Trey Turner up to bat, man on first, 1 out. This would be a really nice, just kind of, let's not sound the alarms series win, right? Just gotta beat the Mets, do what you should do. Home series, Father's Day weekend.
Turner got on earlier with the walk. Hopefully he gets on again. Because he's a guy that you do think is going to come around, right? You don't bat 300 last year and bat 220 the next year, I feel like. I mean, I feel like he's going to, at some point, have a nice little 5-week stretch for us.
Yeah, and the last few days have been nice, right? He's been putting together better at bats. He's getting on base. But you're right. Like, no one's expecting him to fall off a cliff at that rate. He's been a really good major league player for a really long time.
There we go.
Awesome.
That's big. And it's felt like when Sosa plays, I know we had a big game the other night when Turner was out and Sosa was starting at shortstop.
Yeah.
But the defense isn't the same.
No.
And I probably would have been more reluctant to say that 2 years ago. I still think Stott and Turner are probably close. Turner, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's been playing shortstop for 2 years, where Stott's playing second base. So, but for a while, we were saying who's the best shortstop defensively on the team.
Right.
Big spot with Schwarber up, man. Imagine we didn't re-sign Schwarber, and we got him at a decent price.
If you're with the Cincinnati Reds right now.
If he was with the Reds, yeah.
Dude, it's crazy they matched it. It's crazy they matched that.
What I tell you, this guy, Kyle Schwarber, I think that one landed in Fort
Oh
Lauderdale,
my
where
God.
JR is at. JR, get your
Jesus.
glove out because that one's about to pass your house.
Jesus. Kyle Schwarber, 3-run, second decker,
Mega bomb.
mega bomb to left field. And by left field, I mean right field. Wow. Listen, Zach Wheeler on the mound with a 5-0 lead. Forget about it.
And like we said, we want him in cruise control mode. Get
Yep.
8 innings, 7 innings here because our bullpen, not great. Does not great right now.
No, which is something we'll talk about. I mean, obviously there's I don't even know where to start, right? I mean, we got Alvarado who has been not part of the plan.
Alvarado, when he's in, if you feel terrible. We have Keller, who's now in the IL, right? He's he's a $20 million man. So you know how you guys hate the $10 million mistakes the Phillies and Dombrowski make every offseason?
Yeah.
Well, he was a $10 million mistake this year, and he's going to be a $10 million mistake next year as well because he's not going anywhere. What happened to this guy? What happened to Keller?
Yeah. No, he has not been, and we got some great chat activity. Willie D, one of our favorite Red Riders, saying MVP, talking about Schwarber there.
Can he get to 60, buy Willie D some momentum so he can cash some tickets? Sitting on a Sanchez, Schwarber, MVP, Cy Young.
And by the way, Bryce Harper just answers with a quick double.
Oh, I completely missed that. Nice. I need a hit right here from Boom.
Yeah.
The cash one. Come on, Boom. Come on. Come on, Boom.
So, chat, one of my recent poll questions that was getting a lot of traction on Twitter was about jersey investments for the Phillies, right? So I want to hear what you got to say, Slim, and then I want to hear what the chat has to say. So when I say investment, don't think about it like you're going to be like selling a jersey. I'm talking like you're buying a jersey right now and you're looking at like a 3 to 5 year window where you feel good about it. So what would be your top 3 jerseys, Slim, that you're buying right now?
Right now, if I'm buying jerseys, honestly, where are we at? It's an out. I hate to be cliche, but I think that your top jerseys would be Harper, Schwarber, and Sanchez.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're my 3.
mean, yeah. So the only pushback I would give is, do you think Wheeler is a safer buy than Sanchez? And we're totally splitting hairs here because obviously Sanchez is ridiculous.
No, because if it's 3-5 years, you're going to be watching Sanchez in his peak going for Cy Youngs for the next 3 to 5 years, hopefully, and Wheeler's going to be out, retiring soon.
Right. So the Sanchez buy, that's also, it's a sexier pick, right? Where you're getting a more active player, right? Is the argument, right?
More active, more shots at a title, more shots at all the awards, the hardware. He's not a personality. If he was like a real strong personality,
right?
You would think, well, you don't got to worry about anything like that. So it's not going to be like a guy we're going to be looking at. We're not going to be rebuilding. So he's not going anywhere. He's a foundational. He's honestly, I like him more than Wheeler too, because he's front end, hopefully career, his entire career should be here. Right. He's truly a Philly success story to where Wheeler we got from the Mets injury, got him on whatever, you know what I'm saying? So
that's fair. And Willie D saying Wheeler will be put in the Wall of Fame safe buy.
He's a safe buy. And the other thing, people talk about the farm system. We don't develop players. We haven't developed any pitchers since Hamels, which isn't true, right? We had Hamels. We had Nola. which say what you will about Nola, but this dude has pitched a ton and he's been fairly good most years. Suarez,
Ranger,
who we developed, and now Christopher Sanchez. You know, so and all three of those guys are, you know, they're all-star quality guys. Some tier of all-star most year, all three of them.
Christopher Sanchez was a trade, but to your point, he was heavily benefited from our development system for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I think that's a fair one to include 100%.
He's more fair to include than almost Nola because Nola was main tracked, right? Big time, second overall pick.
Right.
LSU or third.
I don't think he was second overall.
Third overall. High. Something like that. He was big time pick.
He was top 10 pick for sure.
Yeah. Big time pick. Comes in. I think he's only in the minor leagues for like a year. And then he started. He was a beast.
Yeah. Durable as hell. Yeah. His big thing coming out of LSU was, you know, major league ready guy, right? Like he's a durable guy where he's going to have a long career.
Because he was, honestly, when we're having these the 11 greatest athletes conversations and stuff, Nola's probably underrated as an athlete, right?
I don't know what you mean by that. I've been kind of hot and cold on your athlete list because I don't know what you mean by like athleticism. Are you saying good at different sports?
Good at different sports and just has natural talent, makes things look easy.
Okay.
Right. Nola came in.
I don't know if I would put Nola on that list. No way.
I would for sure.
Okay.
I mean, he's not in his prime anymore, but like you just said, he came out of college and was ready to perform with men. You know, that's not like, and that's an argument maybe a lot of football players and stuff can have.
Right.
But that tells you he's a shake Nola's hand. I'm sure he'll crush your hands.
Yeah, I was tracking you with Marsh, but Nola, I don't know if I'm with you on that.
If this was Nola when he first came in, you have to because look at the durability, right? The innings pitch. That's an athletic feat. You're going out there every day, pitching quality starts. Yeah, I think there's something to be said there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a little mini series on the jersey thing.
Because really, what if we're including pitchers? What is he doing that's not athletic? Compared to Sanchez or Wheeler, right?
That's fair. That's fair. When I think of like athletic pitchers for the Phils, Andrew Painter comes to mind. Like he seems like a pretty good athlete. Obviously, we talked about this the other day. The results on the on the field haven't been great, but he's a big athletic guy, good at basketball, right? Roy Halladay, another one that comes to mind. Just like a workhorse, athletic, big guy, for sure.
What about Luzardo? No.
Yeah, I mean, I think Luzardo is at or equal to Nola for sure. Yeah, I'm not discounting that. Do you changing gears a little bit here, a little pivot? Do you have any like vacations coming up this summer? Are you doing anything? No.
No, maybe in the fall. But this summer I'll be just down the shore hitting the beach.
Yeah.
Back and forth from the city to the beach, from the city to the beach. Where we get all right, so we're in the top of the third.
Right. Yeah, folks, these are marathons. So these ones are marathons. We go the full. We go full, and I see between all three channels, we got over 100 people watching right now. So if you are new here, drop a question, drop a like, hit that hype button, do it all, because it helps. I've been reminding folks, I'm going to remind you again. We're giving away this hat today. Best chat question, best chat activity. Slim will decide. I don't know. What do you want to say? 7th inning?
Yeah, let's do the 7th inning. Yeah, we'll do the bottom of the 7th during the 7th inning stretch.
And we got Beast of the Week coming up.
I've been putting together my summer playlist. And since we're in the top of the third, each inning I'm going to have a different question for you. And it's going to be 3, 4, 5. It's going to follow the numbers.
Okay.
So if you had to pick 3 albums, they can be greatest hits if you want. If you had to pick 3 albums and you're on an island, what 3 albums are you taking to the island? You're spending an entire year plus there.
Oh, geez, that's a tough question. So,
if you want to give us 3 artists, that works too.
3 albums. Basically, I'm just the island thing is just like a unique way of asking it, right? I'm picking 3 albums.
3 albums.
I'm trying to think of ones that I really liked that I've gone back to. So not to use the Killers because you just mentioned them, but I really like the Killers. So what would have been their big one?
Their big one's Hot Fuss. They got Hot Fuss,
Fuzz.
but you also might like Sam's Town was big. That's
Okay.
the one. When You Were Young was on. Oh, there's a homer, man. Who was that? Jeez.
Oppo Boppo.
Right. Yeah, it's only a solo shot. 5-1, Phil still. Yeah, so Hot Fuss, I think that's a big
Hot
one.
Fuzz is one.
That was a huge album. You can definitely listen to that one straight through. So yeah, that's definitely an album you can listen to straight through.
Okay, so Smashing Pumpkins. And
okay.
It would be the album that has it's like the gothic art on the front where I think not maybe gothic isn't the right word. I'll look it up as we're talking here. It's like with the cherub on there, like the baby angel with the moon on there.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm not a big fan. Some of those 90s bands missed me a little bit.
All right, so Smashing Pumpkins, what's the album here? Albums. I would go that. I really liked them. And my last one will be some type of hip hop that I'll think of as we're talking. Smashing Pumpkins. Here we go. That's hilarious. Rhodes is going down now. Get ready to talk some Phils and put Slim's athletic test to the max.
Yeah,
Shout
baby.
They are.
We'll be waiting for you, bro.
Oh, so Smashing Pumpkins is a Florida band. I know they're not. They're Chicago, Illinois.
What is? Yeah, because what Billy Corgan talks about being from Chicago.
Yeah. What the fuck are the albums? Here it goes. This is it. Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. Great album. It's their 3rd album. That would be one. And then my 3rd to round it out. I'm trying to think of which hip hop one I would go. Probably one of Eminem, or I'll tell you what, Get Rich or Die Trying is phenomenal.
Yeah. People love Get Rich or Die Trying. That's funny. We saw that one being played a lot with the Knicks championship run.
Yeah, 50 Cent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoop. How about Jimmy Eat World crushed it at the Phils 2 nights ago? I heard that. I heard Jimmy Eat World crushed it.
That's a timeless song. The middle something that captured everyone. Still a banger.
So Jimmy Eat World, so they were at Fillmore on Friday. I heard that. When he says Phil, it's not Phillies, it's the Fillmore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And actually, no, I think they were at the Man. They were at the Man, I believe I read. And what is the big Jimmy Eat World? And JR, you can correct me. I think they were at the Man. What was the big Jimmy Eat World song?
The middle. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride.
Okay.
Everything will be all right. Everything will be all right. All right. Hey, don't rock yourself all
Oh, no,
day.
I got the song. Okay.
Wasn't sure if you got it. Oh, nice out. Let's go. Soto, dude. Soto, man. We think Harper's bad with trying to get extra bases. Soto, this dude.
So was Get Rich or Die Trying your high school album? Feel like that's an album you could run. S- So that would have been when did
Grade
that come
school.
out? Yeah, grade
We
school.
were like 5th grade, 5th, 6th grade. Yeah. High school rappers. Lil Wayne was the high school guy, right? Lil Wayne was obviously out prior to high school, but the Drought 3 came out when we were in high school, and that was like crazy. And then by the time we graduated, Drake came out our summer year in high school. So 50 Cent would have been, 2002. We would have been like 5th grade, 6th grade.
2000
Through the Wire came
it was
out.
released in 2003.
Yeah, so that's
6th or
grade.
7th.
Yeah, maybe 7th grade.
Yeah. Yeah, 5th seemed early. So we got Denny the dog in the chat saying, "I wouldn't look out my window to see Smashing Pumpkins." So it's funny, when I first started reading that, I thought he was showing love, but I guess he doesn't like Smashing Pumpkins. Dude, Smashing Pumpkins are great. Come on, Denny the dog.
I've seen this band called Darling Side, and they do Smashing Pumpkins covers a cappella. It's just these 4 guys that went to like MIT or Harvard, and they're great a cappella singers. You know, they
That
do all the
sounds
sound.
interesting.
Yeah, I almost had to knock out an older woman one time. She was backing up into me. I was at the Ardmore Music Hall, and this lady had a back brace, and it was packed. And I'm trying to get a drink, and she was
Back
literally
brace.
she had a back brace. I'm getting posted up. I'm getting posted up at the bar, and I look, and it's this lady. She's 5'5", back brace, not a care in the world. And yeah, she kind of chewed me up, and I left. I went to the balcony.
Bouncing your ass out.
Yes, sir.
That's incredible. Oh, you know, it's another one that I like. Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi's first album. And by the way, I'm the worst with names.
Yeah,
but I really like that album. Do you know the name of that one?
Nah, I feel like, was it something with the Nightmares, Solo Dolo, Mr. Solo Dolo?
Those are definitely lyrics to songs. Mr. Rager, obviously, there's the Ranger Suarez tie-in.
And same thing, that probably came out when we were like juniors.
That was more high school. Kid Cudi.
100% high school.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see where we're at. Need some more runs here. Sold out crowd again.
Yeah, the weather's ridiculous.
That sucked. Was there any songs from high school that got on your nerves?
That got on my nerves. So I'm trying to go back in my mind. So Lil Jon, Get Low was big when we were in high school, right?
Get Low, yeah, was big.
I felt like that was almost like a parody song, right? Like, was there anyone that really liked the song?
Yeah.
Or was it just like a fun dance song?
Get Low, I actually like. Yeah, I don't.
Get Low meaning like you like it, like you'll put it on your aux and listen to it. No.
The song I had to say that has fallen out of favor with me, and it's one I know every word to, is Hey Ma, right? That one probably came out when we were in grade school. It's like pinnacle. People always play it at parties, and it is absolutely, it's just absolutely played out for me. Hey Ma.
Interesting. I actually I mean, that's who is
Cameron?
that?
Cameron.
Wait, Hey Ma? I thought that was Outkast.
No.
Oh, that's Hey Ya, right?
Hey Ya, yep.
Jeez, not to be confused with Hey Ma. Oh, you're talking Hey Ma.
Yep. What's up? Left side. We got it. Yep. And I never really loved 50 Cent like that. I mean, I don't know. Wasn't a real big. Yeah, I wasn't really big in the G Unit either. I actually liked the game probably more than 50 Cent.
That's not that. There's a lot of game love out there. Can you name all of G Unit?
How many members? Can I get how many members?
I don't even know.
All right. So there was the game. There was Tony Yayo.
Okay.
They're the two big ones, man. That's all I have.
You're missing the one that you're missing a really popular one. More than Tony Yayo. I think the guy that had like the grill.
You actually got his name?
No, I don't, but it's on the tip of my tongue. He was like the shorter Jack guy.
I don't know.
Something A. Was there did he have like a gun reference in his name, I believe? Is that not helping? Chat. Name the other member of G Unit that we're missing. Members of G Unit.
And the other big, there was a lot of crews back then. You had the St. Lunatics with Murphy Lee.
Remember this is the one I was thinking of. Lloyd Banks, bro.
Lloyd Banks.
Yes.
That is the one that he is bigger than Tony Yayo.
Yeah.
Is Tony are they all alive?
Are they all alive? Oh, apparently Uncle Murda joined in 2016.
Oh, smokes.
Yeah.
Unc got in.
Tony Yayo's alive. Lloyd Banks is alive. Yeah, I think they're all alive. Obviously, 50 Cent's alive. They can't kill that guy. Shot 9 times. Oldest member of 50th birthday this year.
Yeah, so we need some more hits. I got to see, where is our boy? Looks like the K's have slowed down a little bit. Our boy's about to get it back out there again. He has 3 Ks. Man, if he can come out and strike out the side here, that would be absolutely fire. Get us going. What are we thinking? Do we think there's any chance our guy gets 9 Ks? I forgot. I'm going to have to put the light on. Slim got to pay the electric bill. Got the Wi-Fi fired up, but not the...
Was it going off on you?
Well, no. The where I'm at, it's kind of like a sunroom.
Okay.
And with summertime, it's bright as hell in here. So I didn't even realize I didn't have the light on.
Yeah.
So give me 1 second, okay?
You look fine. I've been trying to avoid the backlights as much as I can because it just crushes my eyes.
Yeah, you see this too with the lighting. That people do the dark stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a visitor. Look at this, Devo.
What is it?
What I just got delivered a package. Can you take a guess? I just got delivered a package that would make you happy. And it's all about our podcast. And it's very consequential for our watch alongs with me and technical difficulties. Can you guess what the package is?
I would say some type of charger or converter or something.
Boing, boing.
Damn.
You see that?
Oh, so it arrived. Congratulations.
Yeah, it arrived. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't think, how's it actually going to solve?
I would have to really look at your thing because what it will do is you want the charger to go into that and it'll open up your ports.
Okay, I see.
See what I'm saying?
Yepers. Give me a second because I got something for this. Actually, did I hook it up? Do you got to charge this bullshit? Nice, they do. They give it straight to you. What do you think? You think this has to be? This shouldn't have to be pre-charged, though.
It probably gets connected to an outlet, no?
Should we wait?
There you go, baby. Another K.
Perfect.
On the corner. Do we get a hat tap?
So give me one quick second. Let's see if this works. Excuse me.
So Slim doing some technical repairs live. Love to see it. So Chad, I wanted to ask you a question because I don't know if a lot of people in the Philly area realize this is a Philly area thing. When you are going out, I'm going to describe this literally. When you are going outside and you are throwing a ball back and forth, we call that having a catch, right? Now, did you realize that if you drive like an hour outside of the city, central PA, or maybe northwest, whatever direction, they look at you funny when you say that. And also, they call it. You know what they call it, Slim?
Having a toss.
Not having a toss. I think that would be in the same category as having a catch for us. So it's less about catch. It's more about having.
I don't know. Having a throw.
Play catch.
Play catch.
You want to go play catch, where we're always saying you want to have a catch.
Have a catch. Play catch. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And yeah, I still only have limited. Yeah, I got to mess around with this thing. This thing's pissed me off.
You see your problem's not solved?
I don't think so. Like, if I plug that in, because the camera needs, now it might be. It might be.
You just need to add ports, and you got to do the research on which ports you need to free up.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay.
I thought it would just be a plug-in thing, but it looks like I'm gonna have to plug it in and switch something over, Rover.
I got you.
Which sucks. I should have done that.
Yeah, I just got a little bit of light. Let there be light.
But let me see, because I still got time on this thing. If I can charge this bad boy and get it working.
We got some love here for the Slim hat. It's a nice hat, Slim.
Yeah, thank you. I got this when I went on a tour through the Nest and the Skilled Trade Advisory Council. They gave me, they gave us all these sick hats.
Oh, really? That was a giveaway?
Yeah.
Damn, that's nice.
Isn't it nice?
Very nice. There we go. Get that brightened up a little bit. That looks good. I'm actually showing a little World Cup love.
Yeah, the World Cup's it's interesting. It's been fun. We're when does the elimination game start now? Should be starting this week.
Probably next week.
It seems like all the group play stuff's ending now. And caution, I'm as casuals get with the World Cup stuff.
Oh, me too, dude. I do lock in on it though. I enjoy sitting back and just watching a match. I'm even calling it a match. I'm trying to go back here. Trying to catch up on the chat. By the way, happy Father's Day again. Reminder to everybody in the chat, we are giving this away today. Slim will announce the winner in the 7th. And chat, we wanted to remind you, do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on this video. It helps. And also, we've been releasing some really nice merch. We got the Baseball City merch. We got the Red Rider kind of comic book themed shirt. And you can check that out on the redcornerpod.com. So go check that out. help us help you. What is this chat rated? James is asking. We keep it professional, James. Keep it professional. So here's a question. Over under on Phillies All-Stars this year. So I'm going to rattle off a couple in my head here, and I'm going to set the over-under, and let me know where you guys think is if you're going to go over or under. So give me a second here, because I'm going to rattle off some what I'm thinking. Let's see. Okay. All right. So I think I have a good number. All right. So 5.5, I'm going to set the number at. So 5.5. Do you think the Phillies have over or under 5.5 All-Stars? Let's see. Put that in the chat here. 5.5 All-Stars. I think it's a pretty good number, right, Slim? What are you battling the technical issue?
Yeah. I thought I had it again. It's a nice product. It's very nice, but it's killing me right now.
Camera looks better than it did before.
Well, nothing's changed.
So I just posed this question to the chat. Will the Phillies have over or under 5.5 All-Stars?
Okay.
What do you think?
So we're talking Schwarb's in, Sanchez is in. And then the interesting ones were we saw Bohm, we saw Stott. You would think Harper, you would think Duran.
Right.
So Sanchez, Schwarber, Duran, and Harper gives us 4.
Mm-hmm.
You said 5.
5.5.
5.5 under.
Okay.
It'll be under. Oh, and there's Brandon Marsh, right? That's the other one.
Correct.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh.
So
Man,
I
you're saying,
came
do
with
you
the
think,
number.
So you're saying, do you think Bohm or Stott actually get in? Because I'm guessing you're assuming Harper's in.
That's not what I'm asking. So there's 6 names that you can come to without Bohm or Stott.
Okay, I got 5 without Bohm or Stott. Who's the other name I'm missing?
So you got Marsh.
Yep.
Schwarber.
Yep.
Sanchez.
Yep.
Wheeler.
Okay.
Duran.
Okay.
Harper is 6.
All right. So I'm with you. Wheeler's another one who can definitely get in.
Yeah.
There's some work to be done, though. You're leaving because Harper is going to be a battle to get in.
Mm-hmm.
At least they have hand voting right now. He'll get in with the second tier. And then how are they going to decide pitchers? That comes down to the managerial stuff, too. So there's only X amount of spots, and I could see Wheeler being a snub. He's looking prime for snubbing.
Okay. So I think under is the better bet. I do think that.
And we talked about this 2 or 3 weeks ago, I believe, when I said Schwarber's more of a lock. It doesn't really matter, but semantics, Schwarber's more of a lock than Harper. When I was looking at the yes/no odds, because I've been tracking Brandon Marsh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whose names now appeared everywhere, and the odds aren't what they're flat compared to what they could have been. But Schwarber's minus 5,000 to be an all-star.
Is that really the number?
Yeah. That's really the number. Harper's minus 702. Now, minus 702 is still crazy, but it's in the vicinity of, oh my God, you believe, if we're talking about snubs, what would generate more conversation? Harper making the All-Star game or Harper being snubbed and then maybe doing like a home run derby or something? He probably won't even do the home run derby.
He already said that he's not doing the home run derby unless he's an All-Star.
Yeah, so I don't think he'll do the home run derby. And look at the way, let's be honest, he's thumbed his nose along with Nick Castellanos up to Manfred last year. They might try to, take a shot at him.
Sure.
Because right now, voting wise, he has to get in with the manager, it looks like. Or however they do the secondary voting.
I
wish Bones was here because he always knows the technicalities.
I think under is the better bet. So the chat agrees. So we got under Willie D, under Shawnee K, under James. Shawnee K saying that's my 5. I'm not quite sure who you're talking about. Maybe he was just agreeing with you, Slim.
Yeah, but I'm with you that with those 5 or so, Wheeler's out. But Bowman or Stock could sneak in with the votes, right? Do they take 1 from the fan voting, or do they take 2? Because they're both right now in.
Yeah, I just don't think that both of those will get in. I think we're going to be at 5. He's saying he thinks Wheeler is out. Okay, that's fair. All right, so and Shawnee's asking, when is the big red corner tailgate this year? That's a good question. That's a good question. We still have 3 games left, I believe, right? Yeah, July, August, September. We do a game every month. We'll report back. Follow our social, Shawnee K, and we'll put a date out there. I mean, what do you think? July?
Honestly, if we're going to do a full blown blowout one, we might want to do the September blowout, August blowout, because it's July. The July one will be in 2 or 3 weeks, I'm sure. And it's going to be hot. I mean, right. August, we're already in hot territory. But I think August or September is probably better.
We'll do a big one. And honestly, what I would say, Sean, is stay tuned to our watch parties. Because the watch parties are a lot of fun, and they're easy, right? You show up to a bar, you will get some drink specials, we get some hot dog specials, and the vibes are fun.
Yes.
But we will definitely do our big tailgate. Get some live music.
So we'll stay tuned there. Wheeler's back out there. Let's rack up the K's.
Dude, he's painting the corners.
It's 65 pitches right now. It's not bad either.
All right, so we'll do Beast of the Week after the 5th inning. All right, here we go. Oh, you know what I would ask you?
So I forgot to get through the my 4th inning question for you. I was gonna go ahead and ask me.
No, go. You go.
I was gonna ask you because it's gonna make you think for a minute, maybe. Your Mount Rushmore of your top 4 video games.
Oh, that's a nice question. My top 4 of video games. So I have 2 that jump to my mind right away.
Okay.
Halo.
Right.
So Halo 1/2. I'm gonna bunch them together. They're both incredible. Yep. 2 was Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go from a standpoint of video games that I played the most and enjoyed the most. So I gotta go classic Game Boy, Pokemon Blue or Red, like that. Those games. You remember that Game Boy ones?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I'm going to say one of those 2, whether it was blue or red. That's going to be 3. And then 4, I'm going to go MVP baseball. Classic MVP baseball.
I'm close. I'm with you with the best, like the most fun to play.
Right.
And for me, I got to go PlayStation 1. Always loved the Resident Evil 2. N64, Super Mario 64, right? Everyone played that. That was open world. You have all the You jumped into painting. It was a different board every level with multiple things to do on every level. That was dope. Grand Theft Auto, right? 3, Vice City. Those were huge ones. And lastly, Madden. And the biggest Madden, if I had to think about it, you got to go Madden 2004 with Mike Vick on there, right?
Shout out.
That Mike Vick Madden was cream of the crop Madden time. So
we got Bones in the chat here.
Bones Wheeler, is he going to get over? Is he going to hit 9 strikeouts for your boy? We need 9 Ks, and we need a hit from Bohm and another hit from Harper.
This is a special type of dedication. He's on vacation, getting some PTO, and he's reporting to duty at the same time. He probably wants double time for this shift. And then Jim's asking, am I the only one drinking? What's causing you to drink, Jim? The Phillies are winning, brother. And he's saying Mortal Kombat, Pokemon, Tony Hawk. Yeah, Tony Hawk has to be up there. Willie D saying, Tony Hawk's a good call, man. I'm trying to think, which video game do you think you've spent the most amount of time playing?
Good
guess
question.
It's probably Madden, right?
Madden's way up there. It has to be.
Probably Madden.
Just due to like franchise modes. I would do franchise modes for like 72 hours straight sometimes.
Yeah.
Important. But college football, that's one we didn't name. I know it's very similar to pro football, but the college NCAA series. But if I had to pick one, Madden, and you played, like, to find out who was the best, you played other people on Madden. All the sports games we played it countless hours of. Other ones, if you're going to go PC, a lot of people didn't have PC, and they never made this game quite well enough for PlayStation or Nintendo or Xbox, and that's The Sims, right? I used to be playing the franchise mode on PlayStation, and I was having The Sims fired up on the PC. So even way back in 2020 or 2001, Slim was living in 2-3 universes at once.
It sounds like Bones is enjoying his Father's Day. He said he just woke up from a nice little fun time.
You overslept the show.
So earlier I asked Jim what's causing him to drink. His response, living on planet Earth.
Hey, we're getting to a time where you might be able to leave this planet.
Jeez. That's dark. Right.
3 down.
We're getting to the point where you can leave this planet. Dude, you saying that reminded me. So I have not blocked anyone on Twitter yet.
Okay.
But obviously over this past couple of weeks, I've had a couple viral tweets, right? And we don't need to make this pat myself on the back conversation, but I got to lead with that because the moral of the story is I've had more conversations on Twitter probably in the last 2 weeks than I had my entire life combined.
Right.
And you talk to a lot of whack jobs, right?
Yeah, it's the negativity.
Yes.
You hear it all the time, and you hear it from people who are like doing stuff like us, and you kind of falls off your shoulders.
Correct.
Right? But no, it's a real thing. Even and it's everywhere, man. It's everywhere.
Let me tell the story of the guy that I almost blocked. So I basically, what the heck was it? I told the story of what I'm trying to go back to what tweet it was. But basically, he made a reference to going on. Oh, I know exactly what it was. It was the joke about saying that here's a advertising idea, right? Go to a Knicks game in a Spurs jersey, wear your brand, get your ass beat, viral video, right? Just quick little quip.
Right.
So somebody responded and says, you should go on TV and kill yourself. Right? Dark humor, whatever, not a funny topic. I can laugh at anything like the next guy. So that wasn't the thing that almost made me block him. I'm like, all right, yada, yada, laugh or whatever. So then the guy then responds and says something like, so you're making a joke about violence, talking about the Knicks ass beating. And I was like, dude, you just told me one tweet above to kill myself. And now you're having this conversation with me like high horse. I'm like, what are we talking about here? Just like
Right.
this madness conversation.
Yeah, who knows where that? Yeah, who knows? Like, it's like, all right, is he trying to be funny? Is he trying to troll you? Is he?
Right.
Because at that point, is he trying to hit you with that deadpan humor that you see in some of these old dumb movies that aren't funny? You know, what's that director's name? He did the Royal Tannenbaums.
I know you're talking about. I let's you need to start Googling stuff more, bro. Just
Yeah,
Google it. It'll take you 1 second. Christopher something, right?
no.
Royal
Um,
Tannenbaums. Wes Anderson. There you
Wes
go. Fill in the
Anderson.
chat.
Yeah, maybe he was like
Thank
a Wes.
you. Appreciate that.
Maybe he had Wes Anderson humor.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's
David Fincher. There you go.
and that's exactly right. Like I'm benefit of the doubt guy. Like you're making a joke, but then you're gonna like turn it around on me and make it seem like I'm literally like you just told me to take my own life on TV, and then you're then gonna turn it around on me and high horse me, saying like as if I was literally inciting violence, about a joke about getting your ass beat by a Knicks fan.
Yeah, it's just like I love the aspect of it being on TV. Let's go.
There we go. Dude, he's locked in. And that hit for you, right?
That's it.
Jesus, he crushed that.
Yeah, he did.
Out in a hurry.
With that being said, like, is he elite? Like how many people
with the humble brag. Listen, there's no other way of saying it. I had to give the background.
It's been impressive. Like, it's hard to get. I'm waiting. I was telling one of our sources at the watch along, that you had a tweet that basically got 500,000 views. Maybe more by now.
One of our sources.
Yeah.
That's funny. Siphon Filter was my only street G.
Siphon Filter was sick.
That was was that the dance game?
No, that was like an assassin game. You were like the CIA
Got it
type dude.
Strategy
I get that mixed up with Metal Gear Solid though, so I might be confusing myself. But Metal Gear Solid,
yeah, that's classic.
Was fantastic. There was some like really good, and that started the whole like sneaking around, encroaching on things, people hearing you. You know, like last game I played, started and finished. That was probably Last of Us, like 10 years ago.
Right.
That game was sick.
Well, dude, truth be told, the podcast is our version of video games, right?
Right.
Because there's truly like we have no like I hate to be the guy like we genuinely don't have time to play video games.
No, I joke with my wife, like, if we end up having kids, I'm like, oh, that'll be a great time for me to get back into video games. I can just like play. I'm like, if I ever have a son, I'm definitely playing video games with him. You know,
it's gonna be podcast video games.
Because what's less attractive or what's more attractive? Podcasting, being a podcasting beast like us, or being like a beast in Call of Duty to a female.
What's less attractive to it? It's got to be video games. Like truly, like no woman thinks you playing video games is cool. And I don't literally mean that because there are video game chicks, but this is cooler than video games.
The only thing I gotta say, especially for me, is sometimes the Phillies persona and attire. I start dressing like the podcast.
You are slim.
I've gotten so many hats.
Right.
Bone with a walk, man. Bone, we need you up there swinging, dude. He's just turning the lineup over. That would have been huge because after that, I would just been checking for 3 more Ks. Wheeler's at 6. What a beatdown, too. What a beatdown.
What did you think of the in-studio watch-along?
I thought it was sick. I messed up. I don't know what I was thinking wearing shorts. So I apologize to all of YouTube Nation, Red Riders,
Dude, you were fine.
all your family and friends. If you had to look at my my legs, well, I'll have the pants on next time. But besides that, I thought it was sick, dude. I thought it was awesome, dude.
That's hilarious. So Bones
He
in the
doesn't
chat.
charge his paddle. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
He's saying his son doesn't charge his paddle because I whipped his ass in college football. That's hysterical.
You're saying the 9Ks isn't going to happen, Bones?
No, he's saying you're not going to play your son in.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's a moment, right? Hopefully that there's a turn time where your kid beats you. It's almost like playing basketball out in the garage. I could imagine.
Sure.
I had a little brother, and that dude never was able to beat me in anything. So I never had that experience of passing the torch down.
Yeah, well, basketball, it really comes down to if your kid plays basketball or not. I know that sounds dumb, but if
Right.
your kid plays basketball, let's say you have a kid next year, right? And he plays basketball. There's a good chance that he could beat you when he's 13 or 14.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if he doesn't, there's a good chance that you're going to beat him for your whole life. I was beating my dad in basketball at 14. Easily.
Yeah. Me and my father, that's a good comp, right? Because I played basketball. My father played basketball.
Yeah, but you don't think you were beating your dad when you were 14?
Back then.
Yeah.
I was just more active and physical for sure.
Another big week for the TRC Fantasy going back to bed. Way to hold the fort. Good night, brother.
Miss you, Bones.
Checks in the mail.
All right, Marsh with a K.
What was the Mount Rushmore question you just? Oh, video games.
Video games.
Yes. So we checked that off. That was a good question. Jesus.
I had this. So I'm down the shore now. And I went to Duffers and got a big old sundae.
Nice.
Right? So 5 ingredients for a sundae, not including the ice cream. What are you putting on your ultimate sundae?
5 ingredients, so not including the ice cream. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm giving you 3 scoops. I'm giving you 3 big ass scoops.
All right. So first off, I'm gonna go pretzels.
Okay.
So crushed up pretzels. That. I mean, 5 ingredients is a lot. So second, I'm gonna go.
You got it's everything.
I'm gonna go hot caramel.
Oh, okay.
So pretzels, hot caramel. Then I'm gonna go Oreo crumbles. So there's 3.
Okay.
4. Give me. This is where it gets tough. Do I want to go like a fruit, like a strawberry or something like that? I don't think I do.
I'm gonna remind you, does this include the whipped cream and the syrup?
Okay, that's fair. I already put caramel on there, hot caramel. Do I go hot caramel and syrup?
So the caramel you're including, the whipped cream, I'm gonna say is not included.
So the whipped cream is not included. All right. So I will say you're already asking. I probably wouldn't go this many ingredients, but I want to put some M&Ms on there as well.
You got pretzels, caramel.
Yep.
M&Ms.
We'll go M&Ms. I got Oreo crumbles, and then I have
add the whipped cream.
Whipped cream. There you go.
Right. You add the whipped cream. So I was leading because I think some of these that you don't have, ones you didn't. I would do the hot fudge. You had the caramel. We both got whipped cream. I would add the cherries, right? A simple cherry. So there's 3 right there. Hot fudge, cherry, and cream are 3.
Yeah, but
right
does a
there.
cherry do that much for you, man?
Yeah, I'm adding a cherry.
One cherry though.
I'm adding a cherry on
So
top.
you get 5 ingredients. A cherry is one of your ingredients.
Yeah, on top. Absolutely, the cherry
That's
on top.
optics.
It's delicious, dude. The cherry on top. All right, then if not that, give me the crushed cherries.
There you go. That makes more sense.
Okay,
That
give me
makes
the
more
crushed.
sense.
Give me the crushed cherries. Give me the wet walnuts, and give me bananas.
Okay. All right. So that's basically a banana split, right?
Close to it.
Yeah.
Close to a
Are
classic.
you
banana
describing a
split.
banana split right now?
Yeah, classic. Yeah, the best. Basically, the best Sunday is a banana split. Absolutely,
So
coconut
we
flakes are
have
good.
coconut
That's what I got.
flakes.
I got a coconut. I got coconut chip ice cream, dry walnuts, or was I get wet walnuts? I got coconut chip ice cream with what I just told you,
Yeah.
Johnson, and it's delicious. I get it from Duffers. It was so good.
Johnson. Which Johnson? Oh, sorry. I didn't
Yeah.
realize we were talking about the chat. Is that literally what you got?
Yeah, it's literally. Well, I didn't get the coconut flakes. I got the coconut chip ice cream
Got it.
with the wet walnuts, banana, hot fudge, cherries, and whipped cream, and it's like the best.
So Johnson, the coconut flakes and mint chocolate chip combination seems a little interesting, but dude, I'd try anything with ice cream. That's a
All
good
right, let's
question.
go. Let's go, Wheeler. Yeah, I got one for the 6th inning too.
Let's do Beast of the Week. Let's
All
do
right, let's
Beast of
do
the
it.
Week. All right,
Yo.
so let me introduce it here. So Beast of the Week is brought to you by Then Before Fitness. Same time as every week, baby. So Then Before Fitness is a small group training and a private group training in the Port Richmond section of Philadelphia. They are right off of I-95. So what does that tell you? If you're in Northeast Philly, if you are in the River Wards, Fishtown, Kensington, Port Richmond, Bridesburg, if you're in South Philly, wherever you're at in Philly, you can get to this place. The parking is phenomenal. The trainers are phenomenal. It's family run. And I like to say this point because I know the fitness community, they like to split themselves into 2 worlds almost, right? It's like the people that are novices and they're afraid to walk into a gym, and then the people that are experts, right? So the good thing about Them Before Fitness is you can benefit regardless of where you are in your fitness journey. You tell them the Red Corner sent you, they'll give you some special treatment. Again, family run business. Slim, who you got for Beast of the Week?
Yeah, my beast of the week is Alec Bohm. The last 7 days, he's batting .333. He's 7 for 21, 3 runs scored. He's hit a homer. His OPP is 318. His
Right.
slugging is 524. So we're seeing a little bit of that old school double Alec Bohm. Yeah, he's just playing good baseball right now. And when he comes up, he's a professional hitter, and that's all we need him to be. Whether he's getting walk, whether he's moving the lineup around, or whether he's driving in bases with doubles and homers, I think Alec Bohm's going to be a guy we can ride this entire summer. I'm excited for a contract Bohm year, and he's my beast of the week, batting over 300, giving you the same production as free agents. Like, he's better than Bregman. He's doing about the same as what Bichette's doing right now, who's been super hot, and he doesn't get any of the love. So, yeah, I think Alec Bowman might be one of the more underappreciated Phillies that I've seen. And I think by the end of this year, a lot of people are going to be agreeing with me.
Love to see it. And is that Bohm's? He can't have more than 2
That's my
Beast of
first
the
one
Weeks.
for me.
Yeah, that might be Bohm's
Yeah.
first Beast of the Week.
Yeah, that's my first one for me for sure. And look, he's second in the All-Star voting. Same thing for our boy Stotty. So it says something, the consistency, the grinding. I think he has the mental fortitude. Even last night when he's getting on base, have you seen their little thing, what they do?
Yeah, the
It's like
DJ thing.
it's the DJ thing. But
Yeah.
then I noticed Bohm added a second thing. He added a little chirp. He did this. He went wah wah chirpy chirpy. Right. I think there's some extra motivation there. And yeah, I'm excited.
Like I hear the haters type thing.
I think so. I think so.
Love
I think
it.
so.
I love to see Alec Bowman a beast of the week, because like we were saying, if there was going to be a beast of the week for Alec Bowman, it would have probably happened within the last 3 to 4 weeks, where he's been kind of turning it around. My beast of the week, speaking of turning it around, is none other than MV3, Bryce Harper. He had a little bit of a dry spell, if you will, and he came out of that in resounding fashion. First career cycle yesterday. It's funny because I was going to pick between Kyle Schwarber, who had 3 homers in a game, had 2 homers in 1 inning, and Bryce Harper. I had to lean Harper, even though the Schwarber is more bases, right? The 3 homers is a couple extra bases compared to Harper. But I got to side with MB3. Absolute, no moments too big. National stage, Saturday night baseball, national television, Mets, Peralta on the hill. Love to see it. Beast of the week, Bryce Harper.
Yeah, I love seeing Bryce Harper be with the beast of the week. His comment afterwards, right? That's how he's going to play the game. He's always going to go for the base. That's the reason why it was ruled a triple, right? He didn't stop running. So all the haters there can just be quiet. They don't understand what's happening. And boo-hoo on the Mets for not getting it in and forcing it not to be a triple. And that's what I love about Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper to me is in the lineage of you need talent, right? And Bryce Harper is that in spades. But he plays his butt off every single day. And when he's stretching it out like that, he's showing that, right? So to me, he's up there as an all-time Philly in the likes of the bulldog mentality of Pete Rose and Chase Utley.
So this is what I'll say about Bryce Harper. I've been the Bryce Harper defender of the red corner for years now. Slim, you've been fair. I would say you're the middleman. You're the mediator, right? Bones is definitely unfair. He's unfair on Harper. I can say that. And JR in the chat says Bones hates Bryce, though. Bones doesn't hate him. I think part of it's his little bit of the old school outlook. But long-winded way of saying, I do think it's a fair criticism that some of his over-aggressive play can be misconstrued as trying to chase stats, right? Now, I think I quickly would say he just plays hard. He's a competitor. He's trying to do more for the team. But some of the base running is dumb. We can safely say that.
It is dumb. And here's the thing. He's saying he's playing 100% pedal to the metal, which is fine and dandy. You can still have high IQ and not be making – because the issue is making the first and third out. That's just like a standard rule that a guy who plays baseball, basically was baseball academy before there was baseball academies, knows. So, like, there is take a little bit of accountability here and there on those. You just got to get better at it. A couple of years ago, we were having the conversation, is he getting slower? Is he getting thrown out more because he's older and slower? And it doesn't look like that right now. It seems like whatever he did this offseason, he seems fresher and more spry and more athletic than last year, despite kind of sucking at first base with the advanced metrics, which is kind of odd.
We got to look at the sprint numbers on Harper, because he was never a burner, right? And obviously, I mean, look, we're now in our 30s. I was a lot faster when I was 21 than I am now, right? So it happens.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Say it, Slim. Bryce is an Utley tier.
Bryce is an Utley tier. Yeah, I say so. I think I said it. I think he's the next lineage. Pete Rose, Chase Utley. Who would be the guy for the 93 teams? Because I have a
Dalton was the leader, but obviously Lenny Dykstra probably had the best year of the 93 team. Lenny Dykstra had the best season.
Right.
Yeah. He had a phenomenal year. I mean, as did a lot of the players, right? They went to the World Series.
But this is less about the best season, being more about the guy who shows up, the guy you don't want to disappoint every day at the ballpark.
Right. The guy that was the most Kruk is obviously an icon, and then Dalton's probably
And they did
them
it
two.
kind of different too, right? Those guys.
Right, for sure. Listen,
They
I
weren't
think
great for a little bit and they got hot.
when it's all said and done, Bryce Harper will probably be a top 5 Philly of all time. I think that's where he's headed.
Wheeler's in trouble here. He has the bases loaded. He does have 7 Ks. I would love for him to somehow get out of this, but
and you got John Bolin warming up in the pen here.
Yeah.
Is he giving a breather for that?
His pitch count is at 101, so it's high.
Oh, we didn't forget about Mike Schmidt Johnson. I mean, Mike Schmidt is the Phillies GOAT, no doubt about it.
But it's in the vein of Mike Schmidt saying he was a great player, but he became a great player every day when Pete Rose came. So it's more of that vein, right? Who makes people bring their best every day to the park? I think Rose was like that. I think Utley was like that. I think Bryce Harper's like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Man, we got to get him. You need to strike out the side for me now.
Post year 2000. Are you saying who's the best Philly? Who will be the best Phillies player? Yeah, I think Harper, like I said, will be there. Wait. Tommy, Utley, Howard. Let's see this, JR. So you're big on Tommy then. So Tommy, Utley, Howard, Jimmy, Harper in no order. Interesting. I mean, listen, Tommy was phenomenal in those 2 or 3 years with us. And he did kind of, I always say Tommy was the guy who got things going again for us, right?
My dad's listening. He must have heard the thing. He said, "You're effing nuts. I would kick your ass at basketball until at least I was 50 years old."
That's awesome. What do you realistically think?
He said, "And you."
I'm trying to think. I think 14, I was definitely beating your dad. Probably not 12. Definitely not 12 or 13.
Yeah. I got him. I probably beat him for a good 18-year stretch.
Yeah.
From 12 to 30. And he would have been
you're saying 12 you would have beat him. Damn. That's bold. Because the advantage he has, so at 12 there's an extreme physical advantage, right? 14 he still has a physical advantage, but it's not as extreme. And athleticism, it's just not even close.
Yeah, he's losing it.
Yeah. But your dad's a baller. He is. Your dad is a baller. Like I do want to put that out there on the airwaves. And he plays super hard. He plays dirty, but he plays smart. Tommy changed the franchise. I see that. Yeah, Tommy symbolically is a really important Philly. No doubt. I like that list there. So Billy's saying Gavin won't beat me until I'm 70. So that's a good. So Gavin doesn't play basketball though, right, Bill? And how old's Gavin? Like 11?
I got something. And this is from Dan Mellon. He was a guy I saw on Twitter. He said his father, happy Father's Day to his father and all fathers. And God bless his father. He said his father, until his dying days in his 80s, claimed that he could get down a bunt in the Major League Baseball. How many of you guys in the chat think you can get a bunt down in baseball? I think I probably could. You know, if I practiced the night before.
Yeah, not to be super literal guy on you, but obviously the counter is how many at-bats do I get, right?
Right. No, I'm just saying.
So what are you thinking?
They're pulling you up. You get the one at-bat. You're
one at-bat. I would say the odds are against me.
All right.
The odds are against a major league player to lay the bunt down in one at-bat.
Well, it shouldn't be. Is the theory, right? Because I can get off my couch and lay a bunt down. Is the vein of the question. And these major leaguers should be able to get more bunts down, you know?
Yeah.
I think I don't want to sound glib, but come on.
The bunt thing's fun, man. I also love that your dad was listening. That's the best. And tell him I said Happy Father's Day too. So JR saying I'm going 2 for 10 versus an average pitcher like a Jeff Hoffman. That's funny. A little callback joke. And chat, a lot of new names and faces. So do us a favor. We've been staring down 1,600 subscribers. So if you can, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on YouTube, wherever you're at. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We got over 100 people watching right now. So thank you for hanging out. And hit the buttons. Hit all the buttons. Is your dad still talking shit right now? I'm sure.
Yeah, he said, dude, he's calling out people who graduated not even in the 80s. His team has guys who graduated in the 70s.
Nice.
And they're all dirty. They all play dirty.
I love that.
They're both above 6 feet tall. There was a time we were playing Christmas. We used to play on Christmas Eve. Me, my cousin, and my younger brother versus my dad and his friends and my uncles. I beat my dad. My uncles didn't play. My uncle, Danny, God bless my uncle Danny. He was more like a Danny Zuko from Greece.
Okay.
Right? Remember Danny Zuko in the gym playing defense like this, balls hitting him in the head.
I do.
He literally has no idea how to play. My uncle Dan, my dad was getting so pissed off. His buddy Garrow was getting so pissed off. We upset them, right? We were literally 12. I was probably 13 years old when we beat them. So I actually did play my dad back then. I actually beat his ass.
Nice.
And his friend Gary's ass. And what they did was the next year, we're playing on Christmas Eve again. We walk down the Hackett playground. They make a pit stop. They knock for their old buddy Kirk, who like played at Mass Bomb and like
baller.
He's bigger than me. And I was the big guy in the point guard in this situation for this matchup. And yeah, I just got abused, dude. Just absolutely. They basically did the Detroit Pistons. I was Michael Jordan, and they were hitting me like Chuck Lambier and those Piston players, dude. It was bad. They were grown men. My brother got a black eye. There's Christmas Day. There's pictures. He has a black eye because my father smoked them.
What were the teams?
The first year was me, Jeff, and Ryan versus Garrow, my dad, and my uncle Danny. We beat them. The next year, they cut Danny and got Kirk, who's the best player in their court now. And they beat us.
Wow.
The first year, though, my brother, my brother's godfather, Garrow, he didn't return to the party. He went straight home. Because we were both, just like Sergeant Firth and Haggart.
Sure.
It's Cumberland. He after the game, he did not go back check in at that Christmas party at all. He went straight home.
Dude, that's hysterical.
But yeah, JR, he looked just like Danny Zuko, dude. Swear to God. My uncle Danny, I'll tell you more. He's beyond it. He's one of the funniest characters in my entire life. If not the funniest. This dude.
I mean, I love those traditions. I mean, we play a turkey bowl game now at this point every year. And it's like every year when you play, you're just like, wow. You realize how hard it is to kind of like run at that level and cut and all that stuff. The classic, we're getting old. You start having that conversation.
Well, I watch high school basketball. I watch my high school basketball team where I teach. They play in the same court that we played on. And to jump in and just not caring about your body, just slamming on other players. I never care when a player fell on the floor. It never got my attention. Anytime a body hits the floor, I'm like this now. I think I'm like, oh, is he okay? Like, is he going to be able to, because some of these kids, they play it like Dwayne Wade was a guy like this, right? Throwing their body around AI. A lot of kids play like that, man.
100%. 100%. So we were talking, Slim, before we kind of went on that tangent, which was a very good one, about the in-studio stuff.
Right.
So we didn't really fully recap. We talked a little bit about it after. So what did you think? I mean, we had a lot of fun. We've been getting a lot of really good feedback on that. So folks, if you haven't checked it out, well, we did our first in-studio watch-along last week. And first the Brewers. We had a guest. If you want to go check that out, a lot of people really liked the interview with the CEO of Tatsu T. Shout out Tatsu T right here.
Yeah, no, super fun, and I
Yeah.
I actually love the interview aspect. I think it allows us to mix it up a little bit. We were able to. It's fun to get a third person into the chaos that is the red corner, right? And then
Yes.
they can see what's going on. Um, our boy Mike, the game last week sucked, right? So
It did.
Mike didn't have to wrestle with too much baseball stuff, but maybe in the future, make sure we don't forget that it's base. We're here for the baseball stuff too. That would be my one criticism if I was being harsh to us.
Right. And I think what we do is, and chat, by the way, if you know anyone, if you or anyone that you know has a small, we have a nice little list of people that have already reached out, but we would love to have you on the list. If you would like to come on to a stream to promote your business, talk about your business, let us know, because what we're going to be doing is, as we're doing more of these live in studio watch alongs, we're gonna carve out, to your point, Slim, carve out probably like, I don't know, 20 minutes of the stream to just get to know the person, promote their business, hang out, have a beer, have a tatsu tea, whatever. But we really, like you said, Slim, I really enjoyed the new person on there.
Yeah, it was great. The Tatsu teas, man. I bought some. They're down here in North Wildwood. I was at the Angelus. It's a nice
Okay.
little nook breakfast and dinner spot. Actually, I got breakfast and dinner there the same night. So yeah, really good spot. They got the Tatsu teas, and yeah, man, they work. They work. I'm telling you, they work.
So is this a, so the Angelus? First, I've heard about this place. So breakfast and dinner. So what is it, just a diner?
No, so it's almost like a little. It's not a coffee shop, but they do got coffee. But imagine like a coffee shop, like a small type place,
Okay,
but they're also doing. They got a couple little seating chairs there. It's right there past First Street. It's on Walnut Street, so it's like at the very beginning of North Wildwood. Um, yeah, it's just like it's more of a takeout spot with a couple small places to sit if you want, and you can just take out your dinner.
got it, dude. This game feels like a more traditional, just handling business against the Mets series. You know what I mean? Like, are they going to be that thorn in our side anymore? I hope that's behind us.
Now they seem like they have issues, man. They've been playing a little bit better, but they're still way behind in the standings. Their record is way below subpar, and they've gotten rid of a lot of guys the last couple of years.
Oh, for sure. But they went all in. I mean, they signed Bo Bichette to a 40 something $1 million deal. They got Peralta, so they made moves. I was talking to a couple of my buddies that are Mets fans earlier today, and they all want Mendoza and Stearns gone. So they're at, like, they want clean house as far as GMs and the manager goes at this point.
Everyone, people online make it seem like it's a Lindor problem. That he's kind of like how people say Harper was choosing and picking the players a few years ago. They say that's why Simone's there. I can't even say his name.
Yeah,
And then who's the guy they got before that? Because they traded Pete
they got
Crow
Bo
Armstrong.
Bichette. They traded.
They traded PCA for who? I'm trying to remember.
Well, they traded. What's his name? The guy that, Jesus, the guy that crushed us in the playoffs.
Oh no, but you're gonna hate me. I gotta do the camera bullschnocky.
Mets trades off season. Why can I not think of the trade? Yeah, that was the trade. It was Simeon. Thank you, Nimmo. That's exactly right. Brandon Nimmo. That's why we need Bones, because he's my brain. Finding Nemo.
Nah, I'm not talking about that deal. I'm talking.
You're muted.
Yeah, Nemo for Simeon was one, but what was the 2 years ago or 3 years ago? The Mets traded PCA for who?
Javi Baez and Trevor Williams.
Bingo. There you go.
That was a while ago, though.
2020.
Yeah, that was like.
But they say that was related to that was Lindor influence.
Got it. Well, the biggest issue with them is obviously the Lindor Soto stuff, right? That's the never-ending headline that they get, that they don't get along. And it's very clear that they don't get along.
So that's what it is. They don't get along?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, them two don't get along.
Like, why would they not get along? Like, what the hell could possibly, like...
Well, I mean, Soto's a big personality, right? Like, I think Soto is... My read on it is Soto is definitely like a prima donna vibes guy, where he probably wants the special treatment and all that. And I don't think Lindor rides out with that. All right, so this is an opportunity for Alvarado. Let's see if he can right the ship.
And we're in the 7th inning now, so. All right, here's one. Give me your top 6 Phillies relievers off the top of your head. If you're making an all-time relievers from the last, let's say 2000 now, if you want to include some 80s.
Jose Mesa.
Let's do
Brad
everybody.
Lidge, Jose Mesa, Brad Lidge, Jonathan Papelbon.
You got it.
You said 6, right?
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm trying to think here. I mean, I think it would be Mitch Williams was good. Even though he had the moments that I can't hold that against him. Mitch Williams, I would throw out there. Not to be recency bias guy, but I feel like Duran's got to be named at this point, right?
Yeah. So I would go, if we're doing, I'm going to stretch it all time so I can get another layup in there.
All right.
Go Tug McGraw. You got to go Lidge. You got to go Duran. You said Papelbon. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Billy Wagner.
You got to go Billy Wagner.
Yeah.
Right? Now we're talking, do you do one of those setup guys from 08?
Mad Dog?
Or was there somebody who was nastier? Is there somebody that was like just filthy out there?
I mean, Madsen was pretty damn good. Romero was good. I mean, that's the thing about the 08 team. They won the World Series, right? So, like, almost everybody did their job, right? And and Chad Durbin talked about that. Like, Chad Durbin had the best year of his career, right? He played above himself, to use his own words. So, yeah. Brett Myers, right? He had some special relief appearances for sure.
Myers is interesting. Myers didn't get any playoff relief stuff there, right?
Well, 07, I'd have to go back. You're really testing my brain.
So McGraw, Lidge, Duran, Wagner, Papelbon, and Madsen would be the 6.
Okay, so you're putting Madsen. I wouldn't put Madsen in my top 6.
Okay.
But I love myself some Mad Dog.
I think, let me read the comments. Sean Kuba says Schramm.
His favorite player.
Andrew Painter.
Right. I know he was on the mound for that, JR.
Yeah, it was cool too to see the swallowing of the ego with Brett Myers.
Yeah.
Multiple times, you know.
Yeah, everyone talked about how good of a teammate he was. Obviously, he was a character, right? He was one of the funny guys in the clubhouse. And he was with the organization for a long time. He was a big draft pick. I believe Myers was a first round pick. Let me confirm that.
Did you see Alvarado's comments about his struggles and why he's getting hit more?
Yes, the because he's in the zone a lot more.
In the zone a lot more, but I saw that he was saying just the adjustments of hitters. Hitters are smacking velocities that he's at more frequently now. And maybe they've seen that his stuff so frequent and stuff like that so frequent that these hitters are better now.
Right. No doubt.
I need a boom hit. Oh man.
So what give the chat an update on your parlay. Where are you at with
Yeah,
everything?
so Wheeler's done. All right, we went all the way with Wheeler. The
Good.
9Ks was plus 300. So he finishes 5 2/3 with not only 7 but 7 Ks, okay? We were talking about him potentially being an all-star snub. You got to get more than 5. You got to be able to go 6 innings. His pitch count wasn't there. He had some base runners tonight. All right, there were some base runners tonight. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he did
gone.
have some traffic.
We hit on Harper. Harper was plus 250 or 2 something. That's hit. He has 2 hits. We now need Alec Bohm, which is basically plus 200. It's plus 198. So if Alec Bohm comes in and hits, we'll be 2 for 3 on the night, losing Wheeler, losing the parlay, but also hitting on Harper and Bohm singles.
Okay. And to set the record straight, yes, Brett Myers was a former first round pick, 12th overall.
But who was who were guys? Wagner was one because of the heat. We haven't had a guy like Andrew Miller, or was it Bally, the other guy? We haven't
Andrew
had
Miller. Mason Miller?
Mason Miller, but who was he do before that for the Red Sox? That was nasty.
The guy for the Red Sox that was nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, the Reds.
It was another reliever. It wasn't Mason Miller. It was one of these other. Oh well, he can come in. He can.
Papelbon.
No, it was a guy they used more as a stunt gun here and there, everywhere. But long story short, we haven't had one of these guys that is just like true. We haven't had a setup guy that had truly electrifying stuff in a minute. We've had overpowering closers, but not like these setup guys. And here I'll bring up
Well, Alvarado was supposed to be that guy, and he's gotten. I think Alvarado is the hardest throwing left-hander in the league on average. But to your point, he hasn't been as advertised, especially this year.
Andrew Miller.
Andrew Miller. Okay.
Can we talk about
Am I missing something in the chat?
Yeah, so Kruk, yeah.
You were saying that.
We opened with Kruk wearing that. I know you're putting Rhodes to bed. Yeah, Kruk always whips out the Penguin suit. I feel like I didn't want to take a shot at him, but I don't think he looks great. I'm going to admit. And it's funny. He seems like I can't hear him, but he always looks stiff in the suits when he does these NBC broadcasting.
He looks uncomfortable, 100%. Duran is the best since Lidge Wagner we've had.
Yeah, who are your top 6 relievers all time?
So the silver linings to some of these Alvarado struggles, and you were kind of alluding to this, Slim, is the stuff is still there, right? Like he hasn't lost velocity. He still has the nasty stuff. It's just been, like you said, he's been in the zone more, and hitters have just been hitting him around.
So being in the zone's one thing. So if you get yourself in a certain count and you can get people to chase, is he trying to get people to chase and he's just ending up in the zone and they're hitting it? Because on the reverse, we haven't talked about him much, but Andrew Painter, who was sent down, his problem was he couldn't throw anything believable to get chase. That anything that he wanted to get chased was so packaged
Right.
that nobody was swinging, right? So he doesn't the swing and miss stuff isn't there. Is this the reverse where Alvarado stuff is just it's still there, but like you said, it's in the zone, so it's getting smoked.
Yeah, and obviously I'd have to really dig
Yeah,
deep into the weeds on like a play-by-play basis, but I think if I had to just give you my knee jerk, Alvarado always kind of got the benefit of being a little bit wild, right? Like he always had that wild nature. So when you're a hitter, I faced wild batters, wild pitchers. It kind of makes you a little bit more tense, right? So like where if you're throwing 101 2 feet off the zone, one pitch, and the next pitch you're getting a nasty whatever on the line, it makes it a little bit harder. So I think he got a little bit of benefit from that. And now he's just so focused on getting ahead of counts, being in the zone, and he's getting hit around more. So Bones is saying his '07 Myers did, yes. Mesa, Wagner, Duran, Papelbon, Mad Dog, Lidge. So he would include Mad Dog as well. I think that's fair. I have two digressions that I wanted to go on, and they're both car related. They're both driving related. And if anyone is listening and you fall into what I'm about to say, or if you know anyone that does one of these two things, pull them aside, have a conversation. So if you are one of the jackasses that drives on the highway and does the speeding in and out, right? There's still these people that do the in and out, bob and weaving on the highway. If you are one of those people, still stop doing it, right? You are a loser. It's the worst thing in the world. And nowadays, with texting and driving, there's too many people not paying attention. You got too many nuts on the road not paying attention. Stop doing it. It's immature. It's dangerous. And people do it every day, every single day. So that's number one. The second one, if you are one of the people that drives around and you have one of those boom boxes in your car where it's the and it sounds insane and the whole street, stop it. You need to stop it. It's ridiculous. Everyone hates you on the road. Return that, send it back. Those are my two things. It's bad out there.
The bobbing and weaving, I see that sometimes with the motorcycles. Sometimes people got these small motorcycles, they'll even have somebody on the back holding on, and they'll be going in and out of traffic, especially rush hour. You're heading up towards the northeast on 95. It's backed up, or you're trying to get over the bridges, go to the shore. You start seeing these people messing around because that's where they're messing around. They're messing around on. Actually, I do see it on 130 and stuff too, though. Yeah. The speakers is one thing. What I don't like, have you heard these mufflers and these engines that sound like gunshots? Right? They literally scare the heck out of me.
Yeah.
It sounds like guns are being shot. And what is that? Right? It's the
Dude. Yeah, dude, it's horrible. It's horrible. Honestly, put the speakers and the mufflers in the same category for me. I completely agree. And he's saying is that worse than the Jeeps with 100 ducks? What a goddamn losers. Yeah, so what is that? Is that like a trend to have ducks with Jeeps, right?
Yeah, it's an ode to each other, I guess.
Got it.
And you collect them.
Yeah, I'm out on all that stuff. But the bobbing and weaving's nuts, dude. Like like you're driving like an absolute loser.
Yeah, you're going to get hurt.
It's loser behavior.
People are going to get hurt. It looks like when people are racing and stuff, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It is absolutely crazy. Sunday nights are the worst. Sunday nights are the absolute worst.
You think so?
Absolutely. Especially, I hate to say it, but when those Eagles fans are out there.
Did you have another little question you want to throw out there?
Yeah, I do. Let me see what I got here.
No, I thought you were just giving me the okay. I apologize.
No. So, it's barbecue season. It's the summertime. Real, imaginary. It's kind of like the old, if you're having people over to dinner, but it's extended. Who are 7 people you're inviting to your party?
Oh, geez. So you're talking about like
barbecue,
make believe,
yeah, absolutely make believe.
Okay, right. You're not talking like name 7 friends.
It can be movie characters, TV characters, literary characters. It can be
okay,
boys. Yeah, you can absolutely include one of your boys. If there's a must-have person there.
So 7 people at the barbecue. All right. So I got to factor in a couple things, obviously. All right. I'm going to go. I got to have a couple baseball ones in there.
Right.
So give me, I'm going to just go Chase Utley.
Okay.
All right. Because he was my guy, right? He's our guy. He's the fanboy guy, right? Like that's the guy. If I meet Chase Utley, that's a big one. I'm going to go Chase Utley. So I'm going to do 3 baseball ones. Let me do Nolan Ryan. I'm reading his biography right now. He's a legend. So let me get a Nolan Ryan in there because he's a good storyteller. So Chase, Nolan Ryan. And it's a shame because Willie Mays just passed away. So I can't go Willie Mays. Let me go Barry Bonds. I'll talk some hitting with Barry Bonds.
Okay.
So that'll round out my baseball representation. So Chase Utley, Nolan Ryan, Barry Bonds.
Who's cooking? Who's the grill master?
Yeah, that's a good question. So let me pick. So I can just pick a barbecue guy for that, right?
100%.
All right, let me do the barbecue. Is it Lewis Black? Is that the Texas one?
I don't know.
I think it's so I'm gonna go Lewis Black. I think that's the place in the Texas area. Phenomenal. I had their barbecue. It's ridiculous. So I'll go him. So he's cooking the barbecue. Damn, he's getting one of the spots. What do I have? 3 more? Let me go Tom Cruise.
I love Tom Cruise as a pick.
Tom Cruise.
That's a good one.
He's got a lot of interesting movies. He's got the Scientology angle for the stories.
That's a good one.
Okay. 6, let me go. Shit, man. Now I got 2 more. God. I'm trying to get variety. Do I do a music dude? Oh, I know I'm picking. Bam Margera.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like Bam Margera.
Bam Margera, because I love Jackass. He's a nut, and he's got great stories.
Harper,
so I'm
3 hits
Bam
today.
Margera, and my 7th here. Do I do like I need an interesting guy that's going to round out the vibes. All right, I'm not going to overthink this anymore. Give me freaking. Do I go double Jackass? Give me Steve-O. I'm going double Jackass. Give me Steve-O.
Sounds like a fun barbecue.
Yeah, seriously.
So what was the final list? Here's Alec Boom. We need a big hit from Boom here. What was your final list?
So I got Chase Utley, Nolan Ryan, Barry Bonds.
Nice.
And then I got this dude, Lewis Black, who I don't know if that's actually the name, but whoever the barbecue dude is. So he's cooking the barbecue. Then I got Tom Cruise, Bam Margera, and Steve-O.
I like those. They're all big names. I like all those names. Man, Boom. probably we won't see another at bat.
Sorry, bro.
Maybe. We'll see. All right, here's mine real fast. As you were doing yours, I jot down. This is no edits. The names I wrote down: Larry Anderson, Mel Gibson, Pete Rose, Bobby Flay,
Pete
Drew.
Rose is dead.
They can be alive. No one. It can be whatever. All right.
Oh,
So
you said dead or alive? That would have changed things.
dude, I said they can be from a TV show. I said they can be like a made up character.
All right, keep going.
That's what we should have done. We didn't have neither of us have any like made up characters.
Yeah.
From television shows like Hank Hill or something.
Oh, dude, I would have had Larry David in mind too.
Larry David. All right, so you can add Larry David.
Thank you.
And then I had Larry Anderson, Mel Gibson, Pete Rose, Bobby Flay, Drewski, Shane Gillis, and Nick Swartzen.
Drewski.
For the laughs.
That guy Drewski's hilarious.
Yeah, I think Gillis is hilarious. I think Nick Swartzen's hilarious. Nick Swartzen tells a story just about how Adam Sandler saw his 30-minute stand-up on Comedy Central. Thought it was funny. Sandler called him up and was like, yo, saw your special. Thought it was funny. Can you rewrite this script we have? Because right now it's not funny. And Nick Swartzen rewrote, I believe, Grandmom's Boy for him. Funified Grandmom's Boy for him. And then they became like boys.
That's wild. He's one of those guys where he's obviously extremely talented, extremely funny, but he's like full character guy. You know what I mean? Ish.
Yeah.
Like Nick Swartzen even when he's not in movies, he's kind of like Theo Vaughn in that way. Like where they're almost like 80% in a bit at all times.
Right. Yeah, I think a lot of these comedians are like that.
A lot of them are like that. Yeah. Yeah.
The one downfall I would say is he almost seems like too reachable. Like if I threw a North Wildwood, like a big balling barbecue for the 4th, that I could probably get Nick Swartzen here. The others are, I mean, besides maybe even Larry Anderson might be a tougher get at this point.
You think Larry Anderson would be a tougher get than Nick Swartzen?
I was kidding.
Oh, okay. I was going to say. You never know, man. I never know. All right, so Bryce Harper.
3 hits.
So would it be the greatest hitting feat ever if Bryce does it back-to-back games? Obviously, you're referring to the cycle.
Has been done before? Because if it has, then no. Right? That's your simple answer. Because it's been done before. Yeah, I don't know. I would need the baseball almanac.
So he's a triple short of it right now, right? I'd imagine that's the situation. Yes, because he has a single, double, homer, and he doesn't have a triple, right? Which obviously is the hardest leg of a triple, of a cycle.
It would be awesome if it was like the same shit as last night.
That would be hilarious. And I bet you, like back in the day, there was back-to-back cycles. But maybe in the modern era, no. There was a question I wanted to ask you, and then I forgot. It was on topic. Oh, Theo Vaughn, since you mentioned Theo Vaughn. Have I ever told you my Theo Vaughn story?
No.
It's not a great one, but I ran into Theo Vaughn, like literally walked into him in Vegas at a UFC fight like 5 years ago. I'm walking out of the bathroom, and we basically bump into each other. And at this point, I'm in Vegas all day, so I had a couple adult sodas, and I go, "You are extremely funny." He looked at me and just walked away. Didn't say a word.
That's weird.
Yeah.
A little weird.
Yeah, well, it was weird. It was weird, to be honest. Yeah, like he was weird.
Yeah, so he started off on MTV with the Road Rules.
Right.
You know, so he's kind of been in this phony Hollywood life. And he's older too. You know,
That's
he's like
fair.
in it. He's probably got 10 years on us. He's probably pushing 45 years old.
And the funny thing was when I bumped into him, I'm looking at him, and like, you know, when your brain registered like, wait, I know this person, but it also like, wait, is this really him right now? And I'm like, you are, like I said, the dumbest thing, you are really funny, like an idiot, but he just said nothing and walked away.
Right.
John Hunter, it never happened in any era. So John Hunter, Johnny Baseball confirms.
All right.
That,
so it enters the conversation then.
Yeah.
What else would be up there? Is it more impressive than has anyone done back to back? So what's how did JR frame it? The greatest feat ever.
Greatest hitting feat ever.
So hitting feat's big.
I think if you specify 2 games, right?
Right. 2-game hitting, yeah. Now, right. So if you take it 2 games,
yeah,
you would have to look at people who had monster.
It's never happened.
Yeah,
per John. Yeah,
but like you said earlier with the Schwarber argument, is there times where people had 4 home runs and 3 home runs and just had massive amounts of total bases and runs scored?
Right. So, chat, Slim just asked me, for those just joining, if I were inviting anyone over for a barbecue, and he gave me 7 invitees. I gave my list. I'd like to hear some of your answers if you have anything. Just
and
like
we're looking, obviously somebody to cook, somebody to do the music, somebody for the laughs, somebody for energy. The Tom Cruise pick for the energy.
Yeah.
And here's the one for the 8th inning. If you had 8 hours added to your day, so we had 32-hour days, right? What are you doing? What are you adding? What else are you getting accomplished?
Okay. So if I had 8 hours added to my day, what else am I getting accomplished? I would love to say
8 hours.
I would love to say a little bit of content, right? A little bit of Red Corner podcast content. A little bit more time for fitness,
right?
And honestly, just a little bit more time for me and my wife. Just to be completely honest, those are the 3.
Yeah, I think I would just do 2 hours of working out, 4 hours of family, and then 2 more hours of just self-care coming down.
Just like a massage, like a spa.
Just locked in a dark room with nothing on. Just thinking and waiting for bed.
That's hilarious.
What the hell is the John Kincaid? What was he chirping about? I'm not up to speed with all the beef, and Slim makes a list. He checks it twice, and I didn't know I had to add John Kincaid because he obviously been naughty and not nice.
No, so John Kincaid got a pass. So it was a very confusing. So Kincaid has been friendly. We've been friendly on the internet with each other, right? So no smoke needed there. It was the gentleman Luke from Crossing Broad who quote tweeted my recent tweet that went viral. And honestly, did you see that? Did you see that thing?
It was, he asked he basically said everybody wants to trade prospects, but for who?
Right. So basically, this is the way I look at Twitter, right? So Twitter is almost like this meta reality where no one has good faith conversations and they completely remove the context of what the person was saying for a dunk on or a wow reaction, right? And that's what that guy was doing. That's all. And by the way, like, I don't hate the player, I don't hate the game. I get that. But also, that's not a game that we play, right? Like, we don't really do that because the reality is, like, if you're going to say that everybody wants to trade somebody and they don't, and nobody knows who they want to trade for, you got to take in consideration for the person that's saying it, right?
Yeah. And honestly, I think at that point, people have named people, right? Like it's not like, even more so than the people who cover the team, right?
Yeah.
Guys like myself, you, Bones, other people on Twitter, we're giving suggestions on who they should be acquiring, because in other realms, it's actually quite unprofessional to be giving educated guesses on trade markets and not just reporting on things.
100%. Yeah,
So
100%.
really, you can come. And here's the thing: you're not, I'm not, JR, Hunter, all these people who are with us week in and week out. We're just watching it we're watching it with our own point of view, coming at it with how we're seeing it laid out, you know?
Oh, well, dude, you know what I love? The other thing that I love is in my tweet, I basically just said the ages of our core and said no prospect is untouchable, right?
Well,
But hold on. But as if I need to say more, right? Like as if when I tweeted that, I knew that was going to become the biggest Phillies thing that day, and as if my single tweet, the way it's as it stood by itself, as if I needed to say more. No, I'll say exactly what I wanted to say. And if someone's going to tweet something and wants a little bit more context, scroll around, do the extra effort, and don't act like quote tweeting it as if that's the entire universe. Because that's where the bad faith conversations and the fake, I think the word you like to use is glib. That's glib, right?
right. So there's a glibness to it because you're glib because you're acting like there's not more associations to the
Bingo.
conversation, right?
Bingo.
And it's hilarious because they want you or they want anyone. They want Joe Schmo. They want average Joe. They want Joe Hoagie Nose uh, to give you the exact name, the exact
Right.
package, the
Yeah.
exact day, as if you're a dorky Redder breaking down George R. R. Martin and Game of Thrones back in the day when it was hot, right? That's what ruined Game of Thrones, right? And if you want Slim, Bones, Devo, and others to start ruining it, then it wouldn't even be fun to follow baseball.
Right.
And honestly, all kudos. And I told this too. I had a friend hit me up. He goes, he wants to write he honestly, one of my friends wants to write a book, a Game of Thrones style book. And I said, Broski, pick an industry that you know and
Yeah.
then just apply to game theory. Take whatever, if it's sheetrock, if it's driving trucks, if it's Mario Party,
Sheetrock.
pick out the players and then their motives. And my long winded here, but Devo, you do that the best on Twitter right now. When it comes down to here's what the front office wants, this is what the player would want, and this is what the fans want. You always break down all 3 points of view, their agendas and their end games, right? Which is something that doesn't happen in the reporting world because, like I said, they're everything else is so derivative, and then they get entitled for your forward progress, predictive thinking. Game theory thinking is honestly what it is, right? And it's like, no, we need more. We need more. We don't need all. We don't want just the potential avenues. We
Right.
need exactly. We need the full spoiler.
No, dude, I get what you're saying, and I appreciate that. And honestly, these guys do a nice job, and it's a tough job, right? The beat reporter job is a tough job. But what happens is a lot of these guys are in this rough no man's land, right? Where
Right.
they're like partially a fan, partially a reporter. And I feel for them in that situation because I know it's probably a tough spot, but we don't play that game, right? We're exactly who we say we are. We're
Right.
Phillies fans who do a podcast. And when I make a tweet, and if it's going to be a bad fate, and full circle, right? John Kincaid did not say anything that you need to be pissed off at John Kincaid for. That's the answer. I misinterpreted what he was saying, and I thought he was saying I don't know who the Phillies prospects were. I'm like, wait, what the hell are you talking about, dude?
Yeah. Okay.
And I sent him a video where I literally talked about all the Phillies prospects like a week before, and he's like, no, he was basically making a joke that we don't have a lot of prospects.
I don't understand. And if I wake up and I'm the classic, they say Twitter cigarettes for your eyeballs.
Dude,
I'm
that's
not,
hilarious.
dude. I'm the classic guys doing the cigarettes in the eyeballs as I'm in the bathroom at 6, quarter 7 in the morning. Yeah, just misinterpreting all these tweets all the time and
Yeah.
just firing.
There you
And
go.
it's all fun and games. It really doesn't mean shit. So
Yeah.
enjoy yourselves, get a laugh in. And we gotta do like this would be hilarious. The weakest link. Remember the weakest link?
Uh-huh.
Right? You get all the Philadelphia Phillies Twitter social media, beat reporter, YouTube heads, and because Weakest Link was like 8 or 10 people, right? And they got to share the money, and they vote off the next person. A Weakest Link with all the Philly content creators would be sick and fun.
I basically forget
So
what.
Weakest Link was the British lady in the middle and the people they sat around the edges. And yeah, John, you got to inbox our boy AJ Torres because I just every morning I see. And here's the thing, I don't even realize that some of these tweets were fired off like 17, 18 hours ago. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, that was like conversation that happened like 18 hours ago.
Dude, that's my favorite. Like I'll have someone in my mentions saying this is a week-old post, but yes, Doylestown is a Philly suburb. I'm still getting these mentions on this stuff.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wins. That's hilarious.
And they'll talk about that. But
Oh
look,
my
my
god.
my formula for Twitter at this point is very simple. Don't respond to the whack jobs, right? So that's what you got to do. If you have like a whack job, don't respond to them. If you have someone who's making like a personal attack, don't respond to them. If it's someone who's a little bit funny and disagrees with you, I'm all about that. Like I'll go back and forth on all that, but you can't add fire to the whack jobs.
Yeah, I got to get a checklist.
Yeah, that's my checklist. Like you got to get a quick, like there's a quick, like usually they'll do an insult right off the bat, like you're an idiot.
And yeah, JR, 5:45 in the morning. I do gotta get my ass to the gym that early. Yeah, no lies told there. It's all I can say. It's in progress. It's in progress. I did more active stuff this week. I'm 2 blocks away from 10th Street, which is 24/7. So I'm linking up over there.
Sick.
Yeah.
But dude, I actually think we do a really nice job at just being a positive, good faith Phillies like celebration platform on Twitter and like all of our stuff. Like I really do think we do a nice job with that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I think we're definitely, I mean, I don't want to say like we're the positive guys, but we're the positive guys. Like we just for sure. And it's not like in a corny way, I don't think, or anything along those lines. It's just like people are so quick to be negative and say like uh we're not going to win a championship, right? Because that's honestly how it starts. I
Right.
would say like it starts with we don't believe that the only good seasons end in championships.
Well said. Well said. Yeah. No, that's honestly, if we were to do like like a mission statement board, that would be one of the items. Well said. I completely agree with that. Yeah. And then the other thing is like the absolute like visceral that people get. This is what cracks me up. Like when I genuinely laugh on Twitter, it's when I see the visceral that people get from a disagreement from a sports opinion. Like it's just insanity. Like I genuinely don't care if someone thinks something different about the Phillies that I do on Twitter. But some people do. All right, so we got Duran in the game here, top of the ninth. Obviously, not a save opportunity, but they wanted to get him involved.
I've had times where I thought people were completely, unfortunately, like not with it, like brain dead, and then I like thinking they're trolling me, and then I check their stuff, and they're like award winning journalists, or like they have like legit credentials, and I'm just like, how the hell did we get here?
What I try, so what? Yeah.
It's usually fans of opposing teams.
So the three things that I always try to do is get the facts right, right? Don't try to constantly win the conversation because the people that are trying to always win the conversation on Twitter, it becomes like a very not gratifying experience. It's like, oh, you're just looking for a dunk on. You're just looking to win a point. Like having a back and forth is fine, But when you clearly see when you're having that type of conversation with someone, you just move on.
Right. All right, let's wrap this game up. We got honestly a little bit of the scary zone.
That's very nice words here coming from the chat saying there's a reason some of the best baseball minds ride with y'all. Hunter can tell you firsthand. We ride with the reals. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. What I just say? Thank God.
So, I mean, this is a great series win. This really is. I don't want to count my chickens here, but obviously, I feel pretty confident saying we're the Phillies going to win this game. And
especially after losing their first game, right?
Bingo. You lose the first game, and then it's like a weird series, right? It's Father's Day weekend. You're off Friday, and then you got to win the Saturday, Sunday. And this was a beast of a stream, Slim. We're over 3 hours right now.
With the runs means longer games.
It does. It does. And the in-studio stream, it's easier to do it longer when you're there, I felt like, too.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Because there's wonkiness and stuff and the setup and quality stuff.
So here's a funny story. So I was talking to Chad Durbin earlier today, and I'm a dumbass not realizing the day. And I'm like, yeah, so we're on the stream later on during the Mets. And he's such a nice guy. This is how nice of a guy Chad Durbin is. The Midwest Southern dude. He's like, you know what? I'll see what I have going on for Father's Day later on today. But I'm like, Chad, I'm so sorry. Happy Father's Day. I completely forgot.
Yeah, dude. Well, dude, yeah. Funny you said that. What do you call? So, I'll say his name. Our buddy Dave. He's a dude we went to high school with. My brother married his sister. So it's my sister-in-law's brother. I noticed it was his birthday on Facebook, and I wanted to wish him a happy birthday. Stuff happened, and I forgot to do it on Facebook. So I'm like, let me reach out via text. So I text my brother for his number. I'm like, yo, dude, can I get Dave's number? I want to wish him a happy birthday and a happy Father's Day. And that was the first text I sent my brother today. And I'm like, yo, dude, by the way, happy Father's Day.
That's classic. So you're prioritizing someone else over
his brother-in-law. Yeah, my brother's brother-in-law.
That's awesome.
Who do we have coming up?
We have the Nationals. Let's see here. We had like literally 13 straight games versus the NL East. Let's see here. 10 straight games.
All right. So we're going to DC, which is nice.
Yep. And then we got the Mets.
Ooh.
We got back-to-back weekend series versus the Mets.
We got a 4-game series versus the DC. I might see if my wife wants to go down Thursday. She's going to be working. Maybe.
Going to run it back at DC?
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm looking at logistically. It doesn't make sense. All right, yeah. And then the Mets. We're at the Mets.
What's your
that could be a thing, a Friday trip to New York for the Mets game.
That's not a bad idea. I'm looking at the schedule here for you. What is your wife's schedule?
She's off Friday, Saturdays.
She's off Friday, Saturdays. Damn it. And she works every other day?
Works every day. Yeah. She works
I was going to say the Reds next week would be a nice series.
Where's that?
It's Tuesday through Thursday though. Next week. Well, the following week rather.
The following week, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
After that.
Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking, it's a little bit of a ride, but it's a nice ballpark.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I've never been. I've driven by it. Oh shit! By the way,
here we go. Here
you gotta do the. You gotta do this. The giveaway.
Oh, we gotta pick a team. All right, let's check this out. Let me.
You know Johnson?
No,
you don't know Johnson. Do you want to do Johnson?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. So,
and we actually got a Facebook comment on one of the Facebook posts.
Very cool.
Yeah, Elaine Hoffman.
So Johnson in the chat, do me a favor, reach out. You've just won this. You've won this hat. So again, reminder. This is where it gets tricky, right? Because we don't know it when people are coming and going on streams. But if anybody knows this gentleman or if Johnson, you're still on this stream, you have won this hat. This is what I need you to do. We have our socials right down below. DM me on Instagram, DM us on Twitter, and we'll send that hat over to you, brother. Congratulations.
Yeah, Lane Hoffman on Facebook. Watched the game with you guys and loved it. Great listening.
Very
it was
cool.
A great game from the Phillies.
Tell Elaine.
Elaine's checking off that.
Do we know Elaine?
No, I don't think so. No, I think
tell Elaine to send you her shirt size. We'll send her a shirt.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, we'll send her a shirt.
Sounds good.
We got him write down what our longest stream ever was. I think we did one that was close to 4 hours, right?
My dad thinks his buddy averaged 33 points a game. I'm like, no, he didn't.
That's amazing.
Average lucky to average 8. Oh, at 8 is lunch.
Your dad is the definition of he's very competitive, and he just being competitive and hustling goes so far, because when he was playing pickup games with us, he was still hanging, doing well because of those two things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the story now is obviously my dad's older. He has knee surgeries. He's not had everything. I got the ball and he was sticking me, and I hit him with the pump fake, and I went full throttle, blew by him, right? Like as hard as I could. And then after that, I think he hit like 3 threes in a row on me.
Yeah. I miss playing ball, dude.
Oh, man. And yeah, no, he was definitely a little cheap, a little dirty. Definitely pushed the hell out of Mickey the one play. I remember.
Oh, yeah. He elbows me, too. Dude, you know what I love?
Dude, remember practicing with Eli's father, our buddy Eli and his dad?
Dude, he was a dog. I mean, he was probably like 35 at the time? You think? Right? 30, 35?
Running full court.
He was strong.
BU frog. Yeah. We needed it.
Yeah.
It was like that Thor bat that Bryce Harper used.
Dude, you know what I think's funny? Every once in a while, we'll have a random person that follows our Red Corner Instagram that will then find our St. Anne's page and follow it.
Nice.
So I always wonder, is there the random person who has no idea who we are, and your stream are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Like that person that's like, wait, shit, is this Slim Bones and Devo playing ball?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It is.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh my God. I had a couple people, older folks follow Facebook and Instagram. I don't want to always twist our arms with the YouTube, man. But I have to. They're like, what? Huh? YouTube?
Yeah, not everybody has it.
We're getting there.
All right, there we go. Phillies win the series.
And honestly, John Foley had a great this day in Phillies history. Man, I wish I would have brought it up. Bones isn't here. I was like, man, this is a great this day in Phillies history. So go ahead, say your parts, and I'll quote John Foley.
Yeah,
and
but I'm
bring
sure
his
it's right
up.
on his Twitter. Speaking of John Foley, we got to go to his store. So let's make sure when next time you're in the city, hit me up. And I want to go check out his store, and we'll get some stuff, show some love, because he's out there grinding, and I want to get over there and show some love and support his business. But thank you, JR. Great stream. We miss Bones too, man. It's never the same when we don't have the whole crew here.
Well,
Ged?
Obviously, on 6/21/1964, Jim Bunning gives every Phillies fan the perfect Father's Day present with a perfect game against the hated Mets. So perfect for today. That was tweeted out by Phillies and Eagles Throwbacks, retweeted by John Foley.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah, that game will always be completely legendary. But yeah, so Phillies win this series. A really, really big weekend series for the Phillies versus the Mets. Improves our record to 42-35, which is obviously 7 games over 500. And I don't know this to be 100% true, but I'm pretty sure that this is the highest over 500 we've been all year. I don't think we've been 7 games over 500 yet. So obviously great news there. Slim, any closing thoughts?
No, no. The Phillies are still 7 games behind the Braves, 7 games above 500. In my opinion, it's the Dodgers,
Mm-hmm.
the Braves, and it's still us. I still think we're a top 3 team in the NL. I think once we get into the playoffs, that anything could happen, and I think we're primed for a big move. And yeah, we just got to wait, and wait. But until July, business as usual.
Amen. Amen. All right, guys, we will see you next week. Go Phils. Talk to you soon.